that give you that vibe?
In Portland?
In general.
Just in
Are
general?
there any like cereal box mascots where you're
No.
like?
Well, have you ever seen? No, nobody here watches sports. There's a hockey mascot for the Flyers called Gritty, and he was recently.
We are all familiar with the
Wait, no,
Antifa
Gritty
icon.
is.
Gritty
We're all
is.
Antifa.
Okay.
Are you
Well,
fucking
he was
kidding me?
he was
We're
in
all
a
on
class
Twitter.
action lawsuit recently for apparently punching a child in the throat to kill their
And
burger.
my favorite.
He was
part-
acquitted.
My favorite part of that whole story is how every article was like, Gritty is being sued and going to court.
Yeah, not the
There
man
was
in the suit.
I don't think it ever mentioned whoever.
A
Yeah,
man's
the
name.
employee.
It's like, no.
Who's in the suit.
this
That's
fucking
because
Antifa
yeah.
suit-
I mean,
suit
he's a
soldier.
nobody. Gritty is
Somebody.
Yeah,
True.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's gonna result in just the costume being in a jail cell.
Great call. Child fucking deserved that shit. Absolutely.
Especially on this
On
stream.
this stream, we hate children.
Children
It's
get
so
what's coming
thorough.
down.
Like the amount of hatred we have for children. As I've said many times, we just aren't popular enough on Twitch to have not been banned at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, a child literally got beaten to death.
on the last stream.
A child got.
Whoa.
Yeah, a child got.
Not
killed.
not
No, wait,
Jism or
No, it was McCarty. Don't
Okay,
worry.
good.
I wish I could pop that up, but I don't have it on here. So unfortunately,
That's not her
name,
McCarty
is it?
for stream.
Jezebel.
It's
dude.
Jism.
It's not
Jism.
Jism. No, it was Rain, McCarty, and Jezebel.
Okay, good.
All right. I think I'm feeling pretty good.
Sure.
Let this.
I mean, I got a diatribe about this season of The Bachelor I can go on. But
We're gonna get there. We will get there. Just before that, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wizard Hole, Null York City. This is Z-team on a Wednesday, and we're gonna play some cyberpunk tabletop role-playing bullshit. That's kind of Shadowrun adjacent. And we're gonna do a recap adjacent, and we're gonna do a recap about what what done happened last time. But first, let's go around and say what's up. So again, I did kind of say to you, Alex, that we were gonna have Tyler do it first because that's the tradition, but then I put him in the middle. So Alex, you're starting this one every time now.
Is this awkward?
I mean, don't fuck it up. It's a lot of responsibility.
All right.
Ooh.
You set the tone.
All right. This is a fun time. My name's Alex.
Yes.
I'm a cartoonist,
Oh, milk it, baby.
and I'm milking it.
Oh yeah, you are. Here, let me pop up. That gets an A from me, buddy. Oh my God, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. No, that was good. All right, now Tyler, whatever your bullshit you're gonna do.
Hi, I'm Tyler.
Sorry, the crowd's still cheering for Alex.
I'm Tyler, and I play Lance. And Alex forgot to mention that he plays Chef Mike.
Thank you for
Mike.
reminding me.
Yes, thank you.
I'm Jensen, and I play Daisy Chain. And I'm not technically a cartoonist, but I do have a comic on Instagram at my regular username at whoisjensen, where I talk about being sad and wasting my youth online.
If you've ever been sad or wasted your youth online, go to @whoisjensen on Instagram to read Lurking.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with you, Rosie?
Hi, what's up? I'm Rosie. I'm art adjacent. I'm here.
Yeah.
And I play Peregrine, who has a lot to say and really to sing about. If I had any bandmates.
You don't sing, you play bass.
Yeah, but
Anyone can sing.
Isn't it such a tragedy that this
played
this
backup.
amazing band, everyone died but the bass player?
Ooh,
Joe Dart.
shade.
It could be like a Wolfpack situation. Like I'm lead bassist now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magnus, why don't you take it away?
Well, so I'm Magnus playing Leon Elias Montana, and he's obviously spent far too much time lurking online.
That makes sense. Haven't we all? So what did you have to say about The Bachelor? Let's get into that real quick.
I don't need to go into it. It's so long. It's like a 7,000 word essay.
Maybe we can go out on it, perhaps?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Slowly fade out. No, but like, wait. I'm just getting into like the main thesis.
I assure you, I'll fade you out incredibly quickly. So last time on this game,
What's up, Goth Gamer Nation?
what's up, Goth?
Hey.
Goth, it's your boy. So last time we played was interesting. Bobby Bobbiano was taken away by the Italian mob for protective purposes, while the rest of you were rounded up, introduced to Chef Mike and Peregrine over here, and hired by the Italian mob, aka NYPD LLC, as freelancers to go on the offensive against Abram Sokolov and Russo Corp, the Russian mafia, who are gunning for you guys after a inconvenient incident regarding Rosie Rizika's ex character, Todd, who's dead now, and that's why we have Peregrine here. Peregrine was hired because Peregrine has a vendetta against Russo Corp, specifically Kill Team 6, which is the elite assassin team that is being sicked after you. You found out because one of them, Steel Skull Jack Hennessy, is a good fan of Lance over here and tipped off, like, I don't want to kill you, buddy. You better get out of Dodge. Meanwhile, Chef Mike over here is, what'd you say? That you want to open a restaurant? The Italian mob keeps saying, maybe we'll support you if you,
Well, I got all these ideas, right? It's not just one restaurant. I could do all kinds of stuff. Like another one is like, what is it? Like a cereal bar, right? Right? You just like, you pick your cereal and then we pour it in a bowl for you. And then you pick your milk. You can get like 1%, 2%.
What about, is whole available?
Whole's like what? Like 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 1%, 2%, 100%, and that's like the restaurant.
Okay.
It's a cereal bar.
I can do that myself. Why would I go to a restaurant and pay money for something I can do on my own home?
Because you're going for like the restaurant experience. People like to get taken care of.
I'm
you
going
know?
to be seen. I want to be out and I want to be seen eating cereal.
I don't think anyone
Alright.
should be seen eating cereal. Cereal's like the worst food to possibly be seen being eaten. It's just like wet and
I love any time that Lance has a negative opinion about something because Lance is just down for everything. So the fact that Lance doesn't like cereal as a concept.
Well, I
is,
mean,
wait,
we
what
all
do you-
know what his breakfast consists of.
what does your breakfast consist of?
when Lance didn't have a breakfast, I think it was Dang's breakfast.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's always Dan's
Yeah,
breakfast.
okay,
You're right.
I also, last session in the A-Team game, it came up that Bryce did a coin toss, and he has +1 to coin tosses because of doing a bunch of shit, rolling, like, flipping coins to get his luck stat up.
Oh, yeah.
And then you, I forgot, have +1 to all competitive vaping.
Yeah.
So just don't forget that. Because Lance, Ficka-Last Lance over here, who was best friends with Galahad, abandoned Galahad, became a competitive vapor, abandoned that. Just Lance over here is just picking up hobbies and leaving them. Like, you were into dudes for a second, not anymore. Like, you just like,
Giant
Lance
hops-
goes with the wind. You can't ever.
You can't tie a wind down.
That's right. It's just
Hopscotch.
gunslinger forever.
I'm a kite with no string.
Yeah. Hopscotch scoring professional.
That's
for, like,
true. Yeah, for a minute, got my academics up.
Oh, right. Yes. Also, this happened where they were at LA's place and everybody was playing Catan, and Galahad kind of wanted to play Catan. And they were like, oh, we play all the time with this guy we know, Lance. And Galahad got really upset about how he's not friends with you anymore. They called your character, and you agreed that you go play Catan, but you can't get there for an hour, and Galahad had to go in 15 minutes.
But answer me this. Did I get all the sheep in the game?
I'm sure you did. And I think at this point, Frankie, Freddie, and Ruben all think it's funny. It's also very funny to me that Frankie still shows up and I still make jokes about the leg that's missing.
Yeah.
And nobody on A-Team has any fucking idea about
Or
how
is
you...
that? I mean, it's fine. I feel like they know it's my handiwork.
I don't
think
know
you
if they
mentioned
do.
it briefly.
I maybe mentioned it. I probably did. I mean, I'm just too proud of you. Yeah, where were we? Oh, yeah, so now we're at a place... We met your brothers in cryo freezing, John Lennon, Richard Nixon, and Walt Disney, as well as the cryogenicist who brought you back, which Bowser Jenkum. You were there discussing a plan of how to take on Kill Team 6, who are better equipped and probably much more efficient and outnumber you. Bobby Bobbiano is supposed to come back after this is all dealt with. But yeah, the decision came that Peregrine, who lives in a deep null sector, no one here has been to a deep null sector. We haven't visited those in the game.
Yeah, you don't know the shit.
You know of 3 locations. It was a hospital, a community center, and an abandoned school. All of them kind of like fucked up a bit. That Magnus, you were kind of thinking we should lay some kind of trap.
Yeah.
I know at the end of last game, you asked me a bunch of questions, and I was like, what are you thinking? And you said, I'm not going to tell you because you're playing the opposition.
Sorry.
Which I think was smart. I think that's smart. Who knows if
I'm
I would
be-
have Robin Williams to way to just
Well,
kill all
the
you
simple,
anyway.
the simple fact is that Liza is not paranoid at all.
Was that Patch Adams, the one where Robin Williams kills everybody?
Probably. Or Goodwill Hunting. It's one of those
Yeah.
two.
Goodwill
'Cause,
Hunting 2, open
like-
season.
Yeah. What is that? That's a
That's a
fucking-
Jay and Silent
Jay
Bob
and Silent
reference.
Bob reference. Yep. I was thinking about Clark's animated series a lot recently.
There's some really prescient
good.
jokes.
Yeah, it's really good. Anyway,
you
it's
see
got
what
an
I-
evil billionaire. The
Did-
main bad guy is a billionaire who moves into town to
Leonardo.
close. Yeah, that fucking joke about the Pier 1 desk he makes are like the fucking IKEA desk.
Oh, right.
How do you like my desk? I made myself, and I have all these pieces left over. What a good fucking show.
Also, lest we forget, I did ask Bowser Jenkum to lend us any equipment that might be helpful in our defense.
Specifically bioweapons.
Yes.
And he says he has all sorts of things under lock and key, but you didn't specify what. So,
whatever.
where do you all find yourself at this point? Because last you were in the basement of Bowser Jenkum's place, but I think we can move forward a bit. We'll figure out how Lance meets up with you later. Lance, was stuck in a fireplace, and they couldn't grease him out in time. That's why he wasn't in the last session, but Ronnie assured that Lance is hired and will be moved along. In your picture, you're wearing basketball shorts.
Yeah, of course.
So where do we find Lies? You want to take this one? Let's move forward a little bit. We'll see if you got any bioweapons for Bowser Jenkum in a second. But
so I think it probably is a good base for now for us to be also Bowsers. But I think we should move on to the more serious planning in a way and see if we can get Lance across for that. Is that right?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So for that sake, do we want to like navigate to a null sector? Because outside of some GPS stuff, I do not think you're going to be able to get like blueprints of stuff in a deep null zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as far as you know, you're actively being hunted by Kill Team 6 right now, which is why you went to Bowser Jenkum's place.
So I would
and again,
suggest,
I mean, this is very much in the nice spot.
So,
Okay, the simple thing I think we're going to try and do, if we can get away with it, is I'm going to try to place my deck and a few other things in the center of that school in a defensible position, but instead of being there myself, I'm going to just run a wire to the deck and the other items connected to that deck.
Okay.
And shut down everything else, and just make it seem as if we are holed up in the center of that school, whilst we will not be doing so.
Where are you telling everybody this?
I think just
Where Daisy's car, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
As we move down, and the other thing is we definitely want to have some sort of plan to try and get away should everything go sideways, because everything could very much go sideways. So I think your car and the driving skills should be. We should find a place where we haul. I wanted to haul up there, and then make sure that we've got the other people and placed sort of in a way overlooking the school.
Are we gonna be putting the deck in a decoy location for now, or are we just gonna turn it off?
So I've got two decks.
Yes.
So I'm going to place one of my decks into the school.
The deck. What are the two decks you have?
I've got
people
my
know.
personal deck and then the more work deck.
The work deck, but you've neither one of them is the deck you had that was tracked down by.
Yeah, neither of them is.
It's your okay.
That one's been sold off and gone.
It's the deck that you purchased from. It's the deck that you pulled off a corpse of that gangrel member on like the third mission.
Yep.
And it's the.
It's the deck I had.
That you've had. That's just as your personal deck. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll say this: once you go, you're being actively tracked. Getting to the Null District is going to be a pain in the ass. So we can, I think, collectively assume that whatever gear you're going to bring on this shit, it's like probably good to pick it up now. Maybe you'll have a chance to leave after, but let's presume that that's the case. So just to like keep things speeding along, let's do I guess a couple of things. First, what I want to do is Lance.
Oh yeah.
How do you get out of? How do you end up getting out of that fireplace?
So the large-necked men came back with jugs of olive oil, and they lathered me up, and I still couldn't get out. So then I had to strip down fully nude, and then they put more lather on me, and I thought that was sort of fun, so I kind of didn't want to leave the fireplace.
Right.
But at a certain point, it just became so slippery that I came sliding out on my belly like a slip and slide.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my stuff's all kind of like oily and kind of too slick, so now I'm just in my basketball shorts with my guns. And I guess I don't know where my cell phone is or where anybody went.
I mean, you were pretty fucking drunk last night too, but I think after getting oiled up and having such a good time, you're feeling all right now.
Okay.
You slept real long, and that fireplace was real cozy. And we all know that you like to get into tight
I
situations.
do. I like to be in a ball.
Yeah, balled up. And if somebody forces you to stay in a balled state.
Yeah.
So
like an armadillo.
All right, so I think if you search around long enough, you can find your
Oh,
phone.
I found my phone.
Yeah.
Do I have any missed calls or text messages?
No.
No.
Nobody tried to call you or investigate at all. Everyone saw the situation you were in, and they left you to it. Ronnie said he'll be along because they sent Tony, Boney, and Roni over to get you all.
Okay. Are Tony, Boney, and Roni still in the room?
I think Tony and Boney have been trying to get you out for a while. So yeah, when you come out, Tony and Boney go like, "Hey, look at my baby come out of my wife's vagina. He's fucking in now." All right, and they slap you on the ass.
And I go, when?
And he goes, "Very good, right on cue." He goes, "All right, why don't you hit the shower or at least take a couple paper towels and dab the grease off of you like a fresh pizza, and then fucking get out of here and join up with everybody else."
Okay, where is everybody?
I don't fucking know. What do you think I am, an encyclopedia?
Okay, I take a really hot shower
Okay.
and then a really cold shower.
Okay, can you get body plus willpower from
Yeah,
me
of
just
course.
real quick?
Temperatures are extreme.
Do you have your guns in there with you?
Huh?
Do you have your guns in with you? Or do you like put them in a plastic bag first, or?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Okay.
that's normal protocol.
Oh, yeah.
I've tried to take them in water before. They don't seem to like it.
No, they don't.
Body plus willpower. The kids seem really bothered by it.
I'm curious if
Drop
like
them off at the pool.
if like when you're trying to get the soap and it's across the room, if you like shoot at or around it, trying to get it like ricochet it toward you.
I
And
got
none of the shampoo's yours, so who
Yeah.
cares about collateral?
I
damage?
got 5 hits on my body plus willpower.
5 hits. You're not injured at all by the extremes or going back and forth. In
Okay.
fact, you come away feeling like
I feel loose.
relaxed and then incredibly tight, like your muscles got flabby and then they tightened up, and you come out looking buffer than ever. And Tony and Boney, they whistle about it,
Yeah.
and they say, "As a fellow gym nut, I can appreciate a well-sculpted man like yourself in a purely non-platonic, non-sexual way."
Can I tell what he's staring at of my naked body?
His eyes are moving so fast and separately that
Sure.
it's impossible to tell.
Oh god.
Cool. I'm gonna collect my phone while keeping one eye on. Was that Tony, Boney,
So
or
you
Roni?
also turn in your eye.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like, okay.
as follows,
It's
yeah.
like it's like, whoa,
Uh,
another person what can do this.
yeah,
Must
and
be
I'm-
all the working out.
And I'm gonna try giving Daisy Chain a call.
Okay. All right. So you're in shorts.
Oh no, I'm still fully nude.
You're fully
I just
nude,
walked towards
you
my
just
stuff.
found the phone.
That's where my phone
it
was
was
in
in
the
your
pocket.
butt. You
Yeah.
pulled it out. All right. Okay, let's just do
Nature's
a
pocket.
Daisy Chain. You're getting a phone call as you're in the basement of Bowser Jenkins.
All right. Hello, Daisy Chain.
Hi Daisy, it's
Oh,
Lance.
Lance!
Yeah.
You're still in that fireplace?
No, hey, no, they got me out. It was
Oh,
really
love
they,
to
they,
hear
they got me
it.
nice and oily, and then I just came out like a baby newborn.
Well, so we have a plan, which is
Placenta and all.
we have a plan, Santa, that we can't wait to give you incentives to join us at where we are. Let me ping you. Bam, 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 lamb. Let me ping you our location.
No limitations.
Oh, okay. So I get the ping. Ping.
Anyway, so I'm driving. I'm zooming. Yeah, I
Yeah,
assume.
you're yeah. We can move you over to the car. Are you gonna pick him up, or are you gonna let him come to you?
Well, are we on our way to the location?
What I'm saying is, like, it'd be
Oh,
smart to
right,
make our
sorry.
way there, but we're taking a
No,
little
you're
break.
right.
So
I'm still in the
we're called
basement.
in the basement of Bowser
Okay,
Jenkins.
got it,
We're
got
like
it.
moving time around. I just
Yeah.
want us to get in the car, but
Got
I
it.
want it. We have to take care of the housekeeping. So,
Got it. Okay, so actually we're still in the city, so we're gonna pick him up.
okay, cool. So that's that. You're handled. You got your basketball shorts. You got your body
Yep,
armor stashed. You put it in the underwear drawer for fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the finger licker's still in Daisy Chain's car too.
I'm
It's
sure
just it's in back middle.
It's in back middle still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's buckled in.
I don't think it is because Chef Mike took back middle at some point, so it's definitely shoved over to the side. Maybe it's on the ground.
We got your gun right here.
We'll come
it's
to this
under.
in a second. I know this will be a heated moment, but let's get to that heated gamer moment later.
Okay.
For now, so you asked Bowser Jank up. So
Yes.
can we just get give me a connection plus loyalty?
Yeah.
When you go to talk to Bowser Jenkum about the weapons, Richard Nixon comes with you. You walk up the stairs, and he walks up the stairs on all fours, climbing all fours behind you, going, as he gets up, and he goes, "I'm going to get one of the cowbell cheeses, Daisy Chain.
I'm highly considering.
Would you open the wax for me?"
Of course, Richard. We just start scuttling like
He
that.
goes, "I like to do it because it takes my hefty weight and it just places it over 4 legs instead of my 2 pathetic, weaselly little legs."
Yeah, just one quick thing. But before we start going shopping, I do think we should check what can kill elementals.
So you're walking up behind Richard Nixon and Daisy Chain
Okay.
as you all go up, and he turns around. Richard Nixon turns around and goes, "I'm trying to mac, my friend. If you would go into another room, that would be wonderful.
Richard,
Have
you
you ever
know-
eaten Baby
mac
Bell
and
cheese with a? Have you ever eaten Baby Bell cheese with a beautiful woman? I don't think so.
Richard, you know you're like my brother, and you gotta stop.
That makes it even hotter, Daisy Chain. Don't
Richard,
you understand?
I must tell you, I've done a lot of things since you've gone. I've had a lot of experiences, and I've lived a lot of life. And I gotta tell you, I don't think Bobby Bamiano. You don't know her. She's my friend. I don't think she would tolerate her own brother making advances like it's the front page of Pornhub. I don't appreciate it.
Looks at you for a second, turns around, claps Lies on the shoulder, and goes, "Cucked again, my friend, cucked again." And then he scuttles backwards down the stairs. Sorry about that.
If that's how you want to play it.
I was
And he
so
scuttled backwards back down the stairs.
so seriously considering killing this man, but like, does he even deserve it?
That's
life
when
is
Bowser
miserable
Jacob comes in and goes,
enough.
"Oh, I assure you I've tried. He's rather resilient." Have you hid away from these kill teams before? I assure you that Robo Butler has assured me that nothing weird's happened. Would you like any Rice Krispie treats or orange juice? I've got both aplenty.
I'd like one of each, thank you.
Absolutely. It goes in, pushes over a huge sack of Baby Bell cheeses, and pulls out cold Rice Krispie treats and
I
room
toss,
temperature orange juice.
I toss a few Baby Bells down the stairs because I feel bad for
Like, just like-
rebuking him
You
so.
hear like the wax just flying everywhere. You didn't take the wax off.
Oh no, he's going feral mode.
So yeah, we want to talk to Bowser Jenkum though.
Yeah, well,
He's put an apron on to get the orange juice.
Liz, will you help me? Will you help me check the stores of Mr. Jenkum right here for some potential helping out of our mission?
Stores. These are hot. I can't show people my cryo spots. That's my
Your
private
lab.
areas. Daisy, you know how protective I am over my secrets after being ruined in the media over all of this cryogenic shit. People were positively furious when they found out that John Lennon was fucked up and stupid
and still
now.
alive? I know he got canceled.
Sorry, biologicals are not my strength. So I think you might get more guidance from the man himself.
What did you roll on your?
Well, I rolled a no hit, so.
All right, so you rolled no hit. So he goes, "Well, I'm not going to give you any. I'm sorry, Daisy Chain, but biological warfare is discouraged in this household, and I'm sorry to say that despite all of my mega coronavirus samples I have in the room, it's over
macaroni virus.
it's over 1% more effective, which gives it a kill rate of about 0.5%.
3%.
3%. Oh, even better. Sorry, but I'm not going to give you any of those.
Bowser, this is about protecting me and protecting my new
If you
friends.
want to
I'm
be
the only
protected-
one who done got out of this house, and I made friends, and I have a job. Please.
And you abandoned your brothers for it. A good sister and a person who actually wanted protection will go upstairs and sleep in their own bed for once. I've got rooms for your friends. They can hang out, and I've got Rice Krispie treats and Baby Bell cheeses for days.
Bowser, I have to say, you're gonna regret this if I don't come back from this mission. But if I do, I promise you
Please
that I
don't
will
go,
spend a
Daisy
week at the
Chain.
house.
Please. Oh,
A whole week. It's been a while since I've done that, I know.
give me another roll at a -1 for connection loyalty of Bowser Jacob.
4 hits.
He goes, "All right. As you know, I love creating biological toxic agents in my spare time. So
Yeah, the cryogenesis is one arm, and the biological agents are more of a hobby, I remember.
absolutely, I love cryo Sega Genesis. So,
Sega PlayStation.
all right, I will let you roll a dice. Give me one moment while I pull up the toxins list, and we're going to roll right here.
I'm addicted
All right.
to you, but you know that your toxins.
Thank you.
That wasn't that good.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Will you roll for me?
Mm-hmm.
3 dice, please, and tell me what, and add them together. I don't care about the hits.
Okay. 6 and 5, that's 11. Plus 4, that's 15.
Too many dice. Roll 2 dice instead. I'm stupid, I realize.
Well, I got a really good score. Can I add the first 2 together?
Actually the higher number doesn't necessarily mean it's better.
Oh, because it's a table.
It's a table.
All right, I understand. All right, so that's 3.
3 total?
Yeah.
All right. So he gives you 3 canisters, like little grenades with pull tops of military grade tear gas, and he says, "When I'm feeling down and depressed a little bit, I pop a little bit of this in my eye just to feel something. It's my own little ritual I have, and it scars less." And he hands it to you, and he says, "This is dangerous, but not lethal. I don't want you to hurt yourself." And hands that to you.
What's the area of effect?
Well, I shouldn't have fucking closed the toxin tables, huh? I think it's the same as grenades. So I think that means about 15 feet. But then it will dissipate from there, and we'll have to roll based off of wind, which is basically using grenade scatter rules.
Understood.
Both cameras. But the main thing that it does is it causes disorientation, nausea, and stun damage. Like all toxins, it's incredibly difficult to resist.
Like me, Daisy Chain.
And it will, if depending on how it works, it can give people up to a -8 on all dice rolls when they're in there. Up to a -8.
Severe.
Basically, the way it works is it's a toxin strength 8. You roll body plus willpower, and every success negates the negatives, but it's pretty hard to get 8 successes on body willpower to ignore the effects.
Thank you, Bowser. I know it must have been difficult to part with your personal possessions and your personal.
Oh, this is just a me
crafts.
self-injury thing. I feel like we're meeting you in the middle.
Especially because there's clearly an emotional component. Do I look at the canisters to see some kind of engraving upon them?
No. He's like, I'm numb. I don't do that. I just do the whole Johnny Cage, Trent Reznor thing, and I look at all these fuckers down there and think about them inheriting my pile of dirt and think about how Daisy Chain should, but Daisy Chain abandoned me, and so I overshare a little bit so, I can let you down and I can make you hurt. And,
You said Johnny Cage,
Not gonna
not
leave.
Johnny Cash.
by Johnny Cash.
Is Johnny Cash's
It's
fatality?
I'm a
His
Sega
fatality move
Genesis
is
fan
Ring of
over
Fire.
here.
It's 2070. It's his kid.
All right, Mr. What's his name? Shinzawa, whatever that fucker is at the end, Goro. You're not even fucking here right now, so you can go fuck off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nick
for
Cage's
serious.
daughter
I really
and
hope.
Johnny Cash's son had a kid.
No, Johnny Cage is from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's Cryo Sega Genesis.
That also
It was
works.
intentional.
Thank you, Bowser Jenkum. I promise. I'm extremely motivated now to survive, kill these 6 fuckers, and get back home. All right.
And he gives you a razor blade that looks a little rusty. He goes, "I use this to open them."
Ah.
And with that, let's get you in that car. Let's go into your car.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's get into my car.
Let's go for a ride.
Can we hop in the hoopty?
Yeah. So this is important. I want to go around and see what gear and whether anybody needs to go home. But before that, picking up Lance. Where's everybody sitting before that? The finger licker is just on the ground of the car. So that's a big gun.
You
You'll
don't
see.
know about it.
So Chef Mike, where are you sitting?
I'm sitting in the back middle.
Back middle. Okay. Peregrine, where are you sitting?
Daisy Chain, I think you're gonna want me to take co-pilot on this one,
And why is that, young Peregrine?
because I think I'm the only one that's gonna be able to get you through this deep null, unless
This
you've
is,
got the deep null GPS.
So this is your bag, as it were, navigating down these deep null sectors.
I mean, I'm not sure how you're gonna get there otherwise. If you take any of the 8 out of 10 roads are full of potholes, so.
Well, I gotta say, I'm just glad no one's trying to slide into my seat deep underneath me. So
You got a
you
real
get in
low
right beside.
undercarriage. I don't know if you want to take this low rider into these deep null, but
Peregrine, I assure you that I know my car and I know what it can do. Thank you very much.
So you take middle front.
well, I mean, is it a
It's a bench
full-
seating, so it's 3 and 3.
Sure.
Lies, where are you going? The middle seats are both taken,
Yeah,
so you're
so-
sitting next to somebody no matter what.
So I'll take side front.
Side front. All right,
But
so
because-
the 3 you in front. That's a good drawing.
Because
Brr.
the other thing is, I know that
Big Mike just like-
Lance is going wanting
Yeah, I
to be
want
in the
them to sit
back,
in the
and
back
Big
together.
Mike and Big Lance, it's like, yeah,
Yeah. So what gear do you all have on you, and/or does Daisy Chain need to make a trip to pick up gear? Let's start with you, Daisy Chain, as you are the driver. Can you give a rundown of your equipment?
Yeah,
For both the stream and for everybody here.
absolutely.
Mainly
So-
the primary stuff you're going to be using. We don't need to go over every single thing you've got.
Yeah, so I have my Thunderbird car. We know that, and I keep in mind I can if I'm rigged in to my Cyberbrain setup, I can control the car remotely with my mind. I have
Right, plugged in or from far away. Yeah.
exactly. I got Clark Gable, which is a fully automatic gun that lives in the trunk of the car, and then I have Maria Takeuchi. Who sang the hit "Plastic Love" that has appeared on a lot of people's YouTube algorithms, and that is a I don't know what kind of gun it
Let me
is.
see. You got two guns here.
I think it's a sniper rifle.
Yes, it is. Well, what it is it's actually the same gun, and it just has an assault rifle and a. Oh no, sorry. Clark Gable is your turret in your car.
Yes, I said that.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes. It's a sniper rifle. You're right. I'm sorry.
And then
And
yeah,
that has a burst fire mode, so it's like a.
correct. So I got these two big guns, and I got these three
So
tier
what you're saying,
canisters.
it's a big anti-materiel rifle.
No.
Okay.
No, there's a turret in the back, and that is a no. It's more of a like sniper rifle / carbine.
Like the end
Okay.
of Breaking Bad, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that's the turret. Is the end of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But the other one is not an anti-material rifle, but it's
Okay.
yeah. Peregrine, what do you
Oh,
have?
sorry. So she's got two guns in the car.
Well, one is a turret in the car,
Okay.
and the other one is an assault rifle that also has a sniper rifle mode.
Oh,
regular
okay. That's.
gun.
Oh, sorry. I got mixed up.
Carrying around.
So, you won't see me with any guns. What I got is what I got on the skin of my back. Right, I got my jacket.
Back skin.
I got my knife, and mostly I have a lot of high-powered grenades and the ability to high-powered explosives and the ability to put them somewhere.
Hey,
so-
Peregrine, can I give you these extremely trusted and extremely rare proprietary tear gas canisters with the trust that you will deploy them professionally?
Oh, absolutely. That's gonna come in handy, I think, for all of us.
I
So
hand
these are
Peregrine
they're
the
grenades,
canisters.
but you absolutely could rig them up to explode. Whether or not you could rig them up, there's lots of different ways you can do that, but we'll see when we get there. Like, there's difference between proximity
So
and
what do
triggers.
we got here? Like, this is I haven't seen anything like this before.
I don't know, you certainly haven't. Bowser Jenkum, who who you met upstairs, he's kind of like my father. He developed
he's
this
a fucking
himself.
crackpot.
He is a genius,
Look
Peregrine.
at what he did to Lennon.
He didn't do it to him. I
Lennon
mean, he
died
had to
twice.
do it to him.
He died
but,
twice.
But he is still alive, and to the Lord, that's
Is he?
better than nothing.
Yeah. It's the tear gas canisters have on them. It says like military tear gas self-injury grade.
many?
So
Tear grass.
Two.
How many tear grass?
2.
I used to
Three.
smoke
There's
that.
3.
They're 3.
You said there's 3.
Oh, 3. I remember 2. 3. They're pretty big. Like they'd be big grenades. Think of it
Yeah.
as like one of those Heineken mini kegs.
Yeah.
You could lob them. They're not even really grenades.
Yeah.
They're fucking big. Lies. You have your work deck and your personal deck.
Yeah.
And
some EMP grenades, a lot of non-lethal ammunition. So some sat links, some bits and pieces.
okay, gotcha. Stuff that you can operate
Yeah.
remotely. You also have a shock glove, which is like a taser glove
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And just real quick as an aside, for wiring, my sequencer does wiring stuff, right? Like for wiring up a detonation.
The sequencer is specifically used. No, the sequencer is specifically used for breaking into keypads as a break and entry thing. No, what we're gonna assume is that you have lots of detonator caps that you can like pop in, and then the classic way to detonate an explosive is using your comlink to remote them to do it remotely. But with a demolition skill, you could like run some wires, or I mean, you do well enough, or you have some sensor housing. You could even make them proximity or something like that. And Chef Mike, what's your general vibe?
Vibe check. Jeff Mike.
I'm sitting right now. I'm pretty comfortable. What do you mean?
What kind of damage can you do? What kind of equipment do you have? What are you bringing to this party?
Oh, what am I packing?
Other than some
All
great
right.
ideas.
Except meat.
Well, I got my Schunbrand cleaver.
Okay.
Got it on my side. Always got it on me.
It's massive, by the way. It's like a 1.5 foot long blade.
You could cut like a whole baguette lengthwise.
You've
with
never
one
seen a
cut.
two-handed cleaver before.
I guess I got my AKs.
Yeah, how
on
many
me.
AKs do you have?
I got 2.
Yeah. And do you have bandolier bullets?
Got 2.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yep. Okay.
We scrapped up over here.
And you scootle on over to pick up Lies, is that right? Lance, is that right?
Scootaloo, I certainly do.
Okay. And Lance, when you come downstairs, what are you bringing with you?
Well, I mean, I got my basketball shorts on, so that feels good. And I got my helmet I found, and a jacket, so that was nice. It wasn't my jacket, but it was the same kind of jacket.
Beautiful.
So I figured,
So we don't have to adjust your character sheet at all.
no, not at
Love
all.
to hear it.
And then I got my gun between my butt cheeks. I got my grenades in my pockets. The only thing I'm missing is my son,
Yep. It's
which-
in the back of the car.
which is in Daisy. It's fine. It's in Daisy Chain's car in back middle,
So you have your machine pistol on your butt cheeks. You
Yep.
have your AT&T Alpha
strapped to my
strapped
chest.
to your chest. Okay. Well, you come to the car.
Yeah.
It pulls up.
Uh-huh.
Do you honk that bad boy, Daisy Chain?
No, I give him a call. I don't want to call no attention to myself.
All right. the dulcet tones of La Cucaracha playing as you
Yellow
were
right
upstairs
now,
playing
right.
rock, paper, scissors with
Yes.
Tony,
Uh-huh.
who is just chuffed by the winning streak he's on.
Well, I mean, I keep throwing out gun, and
Yeah.
he keeps telling me that that always loses.
So he
Yep.
wins every time by
Yeah.
default.
And then when you say, how could it possibly lose?
Yeah.
Over here, Boney's over here saying, like, well, I'm judged and he's right.
Yeah.
So,
So I think the game's rigged, but I think if you pull out gun enough times, gun wins.
yeah, so when you pull out gun, is it like a finger or like
It's like pew pew.
like a finger? You're not pulling it from your butt
Well, I mean,
cheeks. You're going, like-
I make it look like it, and then really I get it a little too close to the butt, and
Yeah.
then like pull up the fingers.
That makes sense. I
Do
think
they
you have
even
plus
know
one
that
to
your
finger
gun's in your
guns.
butt, or do they just think you're trying to, roll
I
around in
think-
there?
That's up to them.
There had to be a long period of time before he put on the basketball shorts where the machine pistol was in the butt cheeks
that's true.
nudely. I think they
Fully
know.
visible.
All right, so you get the dulcet tones of La Cucaracha.
Yeah, I let it ring for a beat until it gets to my favorite part, which is the cock part, and then I answer.
Okay, here we go.
All
You picked up the
Hey,
phone.
hi!
right, we outside. We got your finger licker in the back. Come on down, Lance.
Oh my goodness! I'm so excited to see I haven't seen it. I hung up the phone, but I'm still talking.
You're running down the hallway. You're sprinting.
at full speed. Down. The elevator was taking too long.
Yeah.
Down the stairs.
Yeah, you pressed
Six
it,
at a
waited
time.
half a second, like, no time. And you go.
Yeah.
It is the penthouse. It's a lot of stairs down.
Yeah.
You
but
come
I'm,
down.
I'm taking them 6 at a time.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just
that
big
makes sense.
jumps.
And you get down to see the car parked out front in the
They're
valet
like-
section.
Because it's like a fire escape style stairs. So I assume every time people walking around just hear.
I don't think there are fire escapes.
No,
to,
but it's like
the penthouse of a skyscraper.
No, not that it's a fire, but like the way that.
Oh, like the loop, the like.
Yeah. And so people just hear.
Alley-oop.
Just
Doom.
doom.
Boom, boom,
With
boom.
with the big shaft in the middle for pushing people down. like-
Yeah, exactly.
Like an
Okay,
American
anyways,
Psycho.
So yeah, I make
Fires
it.
to go up, people go down.
Yeah, I make it outside, and I see Daisy Chain's car.
And you see the car parked in front in the
Awesome.
valet section.
Perfect. I get right in. I know where my seat is. It's nice to see them all in the front, and I sit down in back middle.
Okay. Can I get? So are you looking? Are you just like
No,
hi, Daisy Chain?
I crawl in with my back to the back, and I crawl in and sit down in the back. It's
You-
weird. The seat feels weird.
What? First off, what's the texture that he feels as he bumps into you? Is it soft? Is it hard?
Yeah, you're soft or hard, dude.
Yeah, you soft or hard, dude.
I think I'm pretty firm.
Okay, so you've run into something that's firm
Meaty.
On my butt.
on your butt and then your back.
Yeah.
As your butt hits first, then you go.
Yeah.
Do you turn around and look at what's happening around
Yeah, I
you?
call up to Daisy. Did you get new seats?
Hey, whoa, I'm sitting here.
Whoa! Hey, oh my goodness, Daisy, your seats talk.
He's still not turning around. I got it. He's still.
Lance, turn around.
Hey,
That's
buddy, buddy.
Chef Mike.
There's an ass here already.
Oh.
We don't need two.
Oh goodness, I'm so sorry, sir. You're in my seat. I'm so sorry.
You see?
Yeah.
I
I'm so
think
high.
that I'm the one who's sitting in the seat.
Yeah. No.
But
yeah.
you know, I gotta give you credit, because no one ever wants this seat, but you know that this is actually the best seat in the car.
Back middle.
Back middle, because not only can you be in the conversations with the people in the back,
Yeah.
you could just lean forward and be a part of the conversations in the front.
And you don't got that strap that like the side seats have that go across your shoulder that you just constantly is choking you.
Yeah, well, you just don't wear it.
Now, not to sow discord in this moment of bonding that I thought would be discordant, but I need to ask Chef Mike a question. The finger licker, which is a giant anti-material rifle that fires like explosive shells, it was in back middle, and I think it probably got put down in the thing. So
Oh,
I need
yeah,
to ask
yeah,
you an
the big
important
thing.
question, Chef Mike.
Yeah.
Are your feet on the finger licker, or are they just near it?
My feet going through onto the console in the front.
Oh,
They're like put up.
it's a bench seat.
yeah.
So I guess you mean up on the back of the seat.
Yeah,
Like
my-
so Peregrine is framed by
So
a
I'm
foot.
straddling you backwards right now.
My feet are up like this.
And I have
and-
one
Oh
leg
my
over.
God.
And you're sitting on me right here.
Yeah, so and with like so a foot framing each side of Peregrine's fucking head as he's as front middle. Okay, so the finger licker is laying down unceremoniously, but there's not a toe anywhere in sight near it.
Oh well, that's too bad for the finger. Like, I don't know how much it
That
loves
wouldn't always
toes.
discording either. Okay.
But it just loves toes. I mean, it doesn't like shoes. It likes toes though.
I'm loving this bonding.
I open my legs and spread this man who I've just met, who has a very tall helmet on, open, and I pull the finger licker up through the middle, despondent that it's not safely secured in its seatbelt.
Can you give us the noise you make when you do it?
Ah!
Okay, right. Now you're staying back middle.
Yeah.
So now you and your son are like squashed basically unethically into a corner seat. You're fine
No,
with this?
I said I spread Chef Mike's legs.
Oh, you
to the
spread
side.
Chef Mike's legs
Yeah,
out.
and then pulled the finger
Oh,
licker.
like through him, like
Yeah.
Chef Mike, how do you feel about this situation?
Oh, I didn't even know that was there. Is that yours?
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh.
This is my
so
son.
your legs
Do you
got
wanna see it?
opened up.
Yeah. What's you got a name for it?
It's the finger licker.
Oh, yeah. I got this cleaver. I call it my cleaver.
That's really clever.
It's cleaver.
Thanks. No one ever says that.
Yeah.
Hey,
really
hey.
clever.
Would you ever go to a restaurant where you could buy a bowl of cereal and like you could pick whatever kind of milk you want?
What different types? How many different types of milk?
How? 5.
That's a lot. That's like
Is
one
that
more
too
than
many?
That's like one more than I even know about. That's cool.
Oh, I mean, maybe
Do I have to
should,
watch-
maybe I
Mike,
should
I thought
do
you
like
said
4.
I thought you said you could have 1% milk to 2% milk, 3% milk,
and whole, and
100% milk.
100% milk.
You should add
Uh,
chocolate.
Do I have to watch other people eat the cereal?
Would you want chocolate milk?
Yeah, of course.
We can give you that.
Okay.
All right.
How much is the cereal?
Like,
He's an ideas man, not a business person.
he doesn't know the economics. $30? I don't know.
Yeah.
How much is a
I've
banana?
got an idea
$8?
for you.
Yeah.
Like, don't charge for your cereal. Just run
Huh.
it as a co-op. You know, like it's like
a co-op means like you don't pay for anything.
yeah.
Oh.
Like
Huh.
well, but like you know, they'll come in and then run it like a swap and trade. Like they could trade you goods, you know. But like fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck capitalism.
Okay.
You know, like you don't want to like put a price
Yeah.
on the cereal.
So it's like
know?
you bring your cereal and then you like trade it in and you get like a new cereal.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
now
okay.
you're talking.
So,
like
like-
that's equitable.
So I bring like Special K, and then I get like Wheaties.
Yeah, exactly. I like you. You get it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Could you unbuckle?
Who is this
Could
guy?
you unbuckle
He's
the
nice.
seatbelt? We need to lengthen it so we both fit.
You guys
Oh.
are gonna sit together like that? Are you sure?
And you're gonna
Is
Wait.
that comfortable for
Yo,
both
can
of
you like turn like a little bit clockwise so you can be like perpendicular to me and you can like sit on my lap?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Yeah, all right.
But you're gonna lengthen the seatbelt so we can both have it for safety.
Yeah, I don't really know the mechanics of how we're gonna get the seatbelt around the two of us, but yeah, we'll like figure it out.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the gun is still in between Cradle. You feel the suspension give a little bit as they both climb on top of each other, and that's when you hear that. It's like, oh, you have to move this fucking car. I don't know what's happening in the back.
I'm sorry, sir. We're just packing in all these boys. We'll be right out. Boys, are you done? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, we're done.
We're gun. Are you gun?
Okay. And
Yeah,
now,
we gun.
Let me get a. All right, let me get a. So you're guiding the way through the null zone.
Yeah.
Can I just do a research roll to see if we can find? Could I do a research roll to check if I can find out if there's anything out there which is good against ghosts? As in
Okay, yeah.
elementals?
So after the cops say you have to move, Elias goes, 1 moment, please, and let's get a research plus. Let's get a research plus data processing plus logic.
Should I roll for driving at the same time?
Yeah,
Can
we
you
could-
give me survival tactics plus intuition, Peregrine, and then the number of successes Peregrine gets, we're going to add it to your drive intuition. But we're going to give you a bunch of negatives because you are going to a deep null sector, and I don't believe you've ever
No.
been to one.
I am gonna rig in, boys. So no fighting, all right? I'm about to go into the car.
Let's
Become
hold on
the
yours for
car.
1 second, Lies. What do we have here for you, Rosie?
3 hits.
All right, so that's 3 hits. So then, can I please get a drive plus intuition +3 from you at with a -6? So that's a total of a -3 daisy chain, and you are rigging in as the cop is roaring behind you. You go unconscious and take the reins of the car with your brain mind.
Brain mind. Yeah. That's what you go to college.
Peregrine, how does Peregrine feel about college?
3 hits.
I didn't go to college. I dropped out when I was 16 and I hopped a train to Santa Monica. Like, that's the best college out there. People.
Okay. What did you get on your research data processing? 4 hits. Okay, beautiful. All right, so with those 4 hits, we'll say that you plant some messages on some like you do some searching around. It seems like very difficult. What you mostly find are like forums and discussion threads talking about theory that all seem to like end pretty quickly. Like a lot of people saying it doesn't make sense, it's not a thing. But you do you like post any questions or anybody or like direct message anybody that seems somewhat knowledgeable on the subject?
I mean, we don't have much time, it sounds like. So.
Well, you could direct message or like directly contact some of these people that are more talking about the theory in a more intellectual way.
We don't have any magic users right now.
No, that's why Liza's looking for something to fight elementals.
And you're good.
But because the other thing is, just so everybody knows, shooting the psyker doesn't do it.
Yeah, if you kill the psyker, the elemental stays. We've run into what they're called are the ability is called manifesting emotions, where you summon emotive elementals. We've seen 2 so far in the game. Do you contact anybody, or do you call a contact or something like that?
I'll give my good pal Dozer a shout.
Okay. Let's.
And he's another hacker, but he's been around for a while.
Okay.
Ghost hack.
You hear the dulcet sounds of somebody's talking. Who's this?
Hey, it's the Lies.
Oh,
How you
Lies.
doing, Dozer?
I'm doing good. I got a feeding tube in my mouth, pumping just the Dorito seasoning nonstop, 24/7. It keeps me wired with no nutrition, which keeps me desperate. And I'm online, man. I'm fucking online. What's up with you?
So, I'm having a quick drive into a null zone. It should be
You don't
wild.
fucking drive. Use internet superhighway or nothing, my buddy. And in null zones, no net out there, bro. I wouldn't fucking do it. You saying goodbye?
No.
I hate to see you go.
No. I mean, I did drop off some files, which I hope you've still got.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
later.
like, I've got your files. I've got a million fucking files over here. And I've got yours in a thing marked with somebody else's name, which is how I remember that they're yours, because I would never fucking put your name on a file.
Because you're sound, man. You're the sound.
I get it. It's social hacking is how you get fucked. Every time I go online and I try to date, it's social hacking that screws me. I know it. It's because I can't talk to people doesn't mean that they have a right not to talk to me. Sorry. What?
Dozer, I mean, I know you're out the game these days, but I know you've seen a lot. But
Oh, yeah,
so
Both eyes open.
we,
Unless you're
we
blinking.
yeah, precisely. We might have to deal with some elementals on the run. Do you know anybody who might like know some ordnance that might do them a bit?
I hate that shit. Bioorganics instead of fucking silicon and sleek stuff, dude. If I could get rid of this meat body, I don't care if all my organs were rejecting themselves all the time, dude. I would go out there, I'd kidnap some child from a playground, and I would like cut my teeth off, and I would just like call them my queen and become a hero if I could do that. But I know it wouldn't be good, you know?
That is eerie. There might be some. I'll tell you the story later. There's a good story there.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. You know what? I know people that are into weird like theory stuff. I got this one guy who reads books. I'll put some feelers out, but I'll make sure that I use like a different name, not suspicious, not related to you. It's like I've got the files list under Ted Bundy. I'm gonna do the same thing. Just Ted Bundy it up. All right. I'll be like Ted Bundy wants to know about like killing elementals and clown shit like that.
Yeah. So the other thing is, I'm just going to drop you another couple of files as well.
Okay.
Just for again, pass them on like the other set.
You got it, Bundy. And can I get a connection plus loyalty rating of Dozer?
Pretty sure Dozer was the name of one of the Fraggles on Fraggle Rock, or maybe the
Okay.
race of the other race that
All right.
wasn't the
Dulcer's my new
Fraggles,
favorite guy.
but they
so
built structure.
no. Sorry. So you start driving. Do you do anything else on the route, or you basically just see what Dozer can turn up?
Yeah, well, I'm also need to pass off the I'm going to pass off the video of
Sokolov.
the Russians shooting first
Okay.
to encrypted to our the DJ friend.
Dozer.
No. Oh, my brain's just gone.
Sokolov?
No, of course not. Not right now.
Your the BMOS contact.
No. Well, BMAS, to BMAS and also
Schema?
to LA.
Oh, to LA. None of these. That was none of the people I expected. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because-
Got you.
And I say that you'll get the key in 48 hours, I think. But this might be you might be used for leverage for you.
LA sends back question mark, and then who is this?
It's somebody we've done business before, and hopefully again. But
LASIK, is this you?
LASIK's a buddy. But anyway, you probably enjoy it. I've also put in the bonus, like the edited file
The
of
funny
Sokolov
one.
falling down the
The
stairs.
blooper reel?
Are
Okay.
th- are these, like,
they
clear?
send back like I did everything I could so LASIK wouldn't have any buddies. Lamau crying emoji. It goes thanks though, and then it says
Yeah.
all and then peace, and then it
I'll pass same files over to BMAS,
Okay.
and Engels and
And so how is it working? It's like you have to pass an encryption key, or is it'll encrypt itself unencrypt after a certain amount of
well,
time?
the math thing. So Dozer, like the other stuff, he's got his encryption key, and I've asked him to pass them on to drop them to the following to the contacts.
If what you
48
doesn't hear
hours.
from you in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
At
sounds
this
good.
point, the first set was 72 hours. Now the next set is like that's 48 hours.
So these videos are the Russians shooting first, Agent Carter shitting on Sokolov, and Sokolov falling down the stairs with like fart noises and like Benny Hill.
Yeah,
shit.
and
Okay.
the BMAS also has the original of that one.
Gotcha. Yes, I remember that. Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right. So as you're sending all these things off, we will say that Daisy Chain, you have departed from Manhattan. You have gotten onto the BQE. You are traveling through the last vestiges of the citizen zones of New York City, moving through like downtown Brooklyn as you start to see like signs up ahead that says in 2 exits you will reach a null zone porous border, and it says there's 1 exit in null space, like take that exit or exit beforehand. And that is when around then, so it's been some time, you pretty much have dealt with everything. When lies, you get a comm call from an unconfirmed number.
Yeah, and I don't know who it is, right?
You have no idea who it is.
I pick it up.
You pick
Again,
up the
like,
comm call.
Like, of course, try and like hardwire everything as much as possible, and
Yes.
I'm
Give me a data
down.
processing logic and software at -4 because you're doing it as fast as you can. Though I'm
Yeah.
sure you've got a bunch of stuff rigged up. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
Yeah.
you normally would be double checking and triple checking
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, by the way, I say, let me just quickly go hot sim, and I go hot sim on this one.
Okay, so you go hot sim. That's fine. So if you end up having to do combat, we will roll initiative with that. But for right now,
Yep.
that doesn't give you any bonuses to the thing. Still give you
Yeah.
the same roll.
Yeah. So what exactly you want?
Data
So-
processing, software, and logic at -4.
$11 hits.
11 hits? Holy shit. So I don't even have a hit counter that goes up that high. So I'll go up to 10, but I've pointed it out that it is 11. Okay, so you hear coming in, you hear a spitting sound, patooey, and then you hear a tone you remember. You go, this is lies. Am I correct? We met at a falafel stand. We met at a falafel stand a couple days ago. I believe you met my associate. I met
Yeah.
some of your associates. My name's Agent Carter. If you don't remember.
Hello, Mr. Carter. It's. Did you wish to land us in it again?
No. I heard through the grapevine. I've got some people very interested in several parties, and I'll admit you're at the bottom of one of those lists. So don't let it go to your head now. But I heard you were looking for a theoretical type of ammunition, and I think I might be able to provide something to you, and I'd gladly do it. I've heard down the grapevine that due to circumstances that are most unfortunate, that you've got some people after you, and I gotta say, Abram Sokolov is small potatoes, but I wouldn't mind seeing him knock down a peg. You see, the Italians, at least they play ball with NYPD LLC, and at least the Caribbean Kings, well, they're local. But the Russo Corp, that connected to all these Russian oligarchs, and me being from the alphabet agencies, DOD, Lockheed Aerospace and Psychiatrics, General Electric and Motors.
We both know that they've got grander ambitions.
Exactly that. So I figure, you and I have, we've had tension, but I'm sure that's all just video games and fucking stuff, So I figure.
So you mean the little call your dear friend, your dear friend confirmed was mere pranks?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't make a single call, and there's a lot of people that work in my organization. If somebody was to make a call, I wouldn't know nothing about that, Laz. But I will tell you this: I've got something you want. It's highly theoretical. In fact, I would say it's only existed for the past 5 or 6 years, and it is. I'll tell you this: it's a lot easier to get a kamikaze into the water supply than it is to get some of this. On the AR display, he holds up a little box that's ultra sealed in shells. He goes, "We call this anti-emotive ammunition. It's a special kind of bullet that it's got a tip that's hard until the chemical reaction of firing it does soften up the tip a little bit, and it is 100% full of the purest stem cells from the most non-reactive babies, what we can stick a needle into the neck of. As I said, we hate children on this stream."
Ouch.
He says, and if you know anything about the theory behind psychoactive substances, as well as the collective unconscious, you will know, of course, that significance of meaning and tension, as well as just the collective agony of people around you, it affects these things. And what's more powerful and more potent than just a baby's will to survive? We have encapsulated that right here in this box, you see. And there's lots of other technologies going on with this. Have you ever heard of psychoactive moss before?
No, I haven't.
And what about mold? Mold's a miracle. I gotta tell you, you'd be shocked what happens when you mix some mold with some stem cells. It's a wild to see. Anyway, I've got this case here. It's just 24 bullets, but I assure you, they're worth more than your head, son. And I assure you, I'm going to leave them at a location. I will ping you, and I promise you, none of my associates will be there. We'll obviously be watching, and we know you're coming, but I promise you, none of us will be there because we got to build trust. And this is my way of building trust to you. Your way of building trust to me is to put a bullet right in the head of every damn one of those Kill Team 6 some motherfuckers. All right?
We will do our best, since it seems to be mutually advantageous.
He goes, now, I do believe you're planning on tackling them not in a citizen zone. Is that right? I say this not based off any information I have about where you're going, but purely based off of the idea that you wouldn't be bringing danger and harm to a citizen zone in my beloved country, right? Like we can confirm that, right? It's scraps and vagrants are going to be dealing with the collateral on this one. Just making sure.
Sir, we will minimize collateral damage.
I'm not so worried about minimizing that. I'm just more worried about who the collaterals are. I just need your word on this one. Otherwise, I can't provide you.
We've got a non-citizen location picked.
Love to hear it. Just love to hear it. All right. So if that's the case, why don't we say this? We'll airdrop it to you. And you just tell me whereabouts is the best location within about 5 or 6 yards.
So I pop out of Hotsim and go.
Oh, in Hotsim you can still comlink.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I'm in the front seat. I'm Peregrine.
No, so I remember just as I asked.
That's fine.
Peregrine.
What's yours?
So
Liar?
Liar, indeed.
Yeah.
like a liar bird. Someone who always repeats everything.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I picked up some of that. I was hearing it, through your earpiece. But if you want them to, if they're airdropping us a package.
Yeah, if you got a good spot, we could pick up.
Tell them to throw it down at the formerly IKEA in Red Hook. It's on our way to Bay Ridge. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it past there.
Okay, I pass him the coordinates.
Tell him.
nothing
Tell
wrong
him
with-
top story of the second parking garage. All right. That's.
He goes, well, I assure you the velocity might go down to the first floor, but we'll see. There's nothing I love more than dropping a couple bombs on some motherfucking North Europeans, if you know what I mean. Just anything to keep the any kind of idea of this democratic socialism just out of the country, just in general, and any example of that. Just I love this option. God bless America and God bless you. Will you give me send me a ping location and I'll talk to my boys upstairs and we'll Thor shot one to you from up there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a damn shame what happened to the
got a
Norwegians.
You're
question.
making a powerful friend here, my friend. I hope you do a good job. God bless you, and God bless these United Canadian States of America.
It's a throw of the dice for all of us.
He goes, well,
We use an app for that.
there's an app for that. That's right.
I got a question for you.
Shot and worth.
Do I also hear any of this conversation?
I think that were you letting people hear the thing? Because you.
Okay,
At this point, yeah.
But you definitely can't talk back.
Yeah, but my brain immediately goes to, if I can get some of these extremely potent baby stem cells, maybe I can fix my 3 brothers, and Pastor Jenkins will forgive me and maybe stop hurting himself so much.
Well, that's a good
So
motivation
I'd be
effort
thinking.
here. We've just come up with a long-term campaign goal for Daisy Chain over here. Beautiful.
I support this endeavor. Anything we can do to get
John Lennon
let
fixed
John
up.
Lennon
back in defined form.
I
Yeah.
mean, I can't
Whatever.
stand to look at him that way.
Whatever
And then you can
organs you can
finally kill
harvest
Nixon.
out of Richard Nixon and put him in John Lennon.
Absolutely.
That would be a bad move because I mean we know that
Yeah, sometimes
Nixon's
the
already fucked
organs
up,
keep
so it's
the
not going,
evil.
it's not going to help.
So you're going off to Red Hook now, right?
Yep, we going.
So we've got your 3 hits still for the null zone. We'll keep
Correct.
that. Can I get another drive plus intuition? No negatives on this one.
Okay.
But yeah, going off to Red Hook. Red Hook would be considered, I think, like on a board, another one of those like. I think that'd be a citizen zone. I think on the BQE where you're at, you might have to like loop a little bit, but you can get there.
I
What'd
got
you
another 3 hits.
Got another 3 hits. Okay, beautiful. I think in like you managed to get there with no problem. It's not even that much of a detour. You managed to take a quick exit, drive through a couple nice Italian neighborhoods in was it Carroll Gardens on your way to Red Hook. Crossed over the Gowanus, which now is just solid. It's so polluted at this point that it's the consistency of Jello, and kids just love running across it. They do the Naruto run. People think it's great.
And again, you can get bounced.
You can really get a bounce. It's a fun Naruto run. Then you jump through the trees just like Naruto done did in that documentary.
Yeah.
So and you make your way over to the IKEA parking garage on the 2nd floor. What you park your car like a good distance away from the drop site?
Yeah, I make sure to do that because I assume there's some margin of human error, and I don't wanna have another damaged car on my hands.
Okay,
or,
great.
To go back to the mechanic, as it were.
What's up?
No, so I was thinking of. I wanted to do something, but I can't remember now.
Okay, so we'll just say you're here and you're sitting
Oh
there.
yes. Sorry, I just quickly dropped those a quick note that somebody's come through.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're there for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes when then you get a message from the same unknown number, like the comm code is the same, and it just says the letter U and there question mark question mark question mark.
Safe distance.
And it goes INC, like incoming, and you're waiting maybe another 60 seconds when from up ahead you hear like a whistling, vague, getting louder and louder and louder, and then just a as a pod crashes through the roof, blasts into the 2nd floor, coming from way up high, way above you, and embeds itself maybe a foot deep in the concrete. It's just like a padded, cylindrical object. Once it hits the ground, it starts like shriveling and opening up layer on layers of some kind of like hard but pliable plastic coatings, just like filtering away in the atmosphere, leaving then just a single solid box that is steaming. And the box is like maybe yay big. It's not very large, like maybe 6 inches by 6 inches.
Lance,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
and Mike, that package might be for you.
Oh, okay, neato. Maybe it's from Gal. And I get out of the car, rootin' tootin'.
As your arms come close to it, it is sizzlingly hot. Your
I-
fingers all like start
I
shimmering in front of you.
I lick my index finger to cool it,
Yep.
and then poke the box.
Okay, can I get body plus will?
It's like that one scene in Chernobyl, where he touches that piece of reactor and gets all buckled.
2 hits.
I'm sure he was fine.
It was great.
We're not going to mark it on a sheet because it's a finger, but you would have just taken 2 physical points of damage if you had picked it up with your hand.
Okay.
It hurts.
Did I not get any positives from licking my finger?
No.
That's
let's call
crazy.
it me
That's
not getting
science.
negatives. But the box, like, over time, if you blow on it long enough...
Oh, I'm blowing.
You're blowing.
Body plus willpower?
Yeah, body plus willpower to see how... No, this is strength plus body.
Strength, okay.
To see how hard you blow.
1 hit.
1 hit. Okay, so after, like, 5 or 6 minutes, it doesn't seem to be getting that much cooler.
I
Do you
was
call
never-
for a backup?
Yeah, I call for backup, yeah.
Big Mike, you want to come over here? and
I
try
need
to-
help with blowing.
Yeah, Chef Mike.
Has he got his kitchen gloves?
Yeah, Chef Mike, you gonna come over here and start blowing on this thing?
Yo, you try blowing on this yet?
It's piping hot like a soup. I thought this would be your expertise.
Usually what I do is I lick my finger and then I touch
I
it.
tried that one.
Oh shit.
Do you have an ice cube? Sometimes I put
Roll
that in
luck
hot
to see if
soup.
you have an ice cube on. This is the benefit of playing a character like Chef Mike. Yeah. It's
He might have an ice.
just flat luck.
Do I just hit this?
No, sir. But where's your sheet?
Can I get one of those box beers, please?
4 what? So you're gonna roll 4 dice.
No endorsements on our channel.
No.
3.
What'd you get?
I got 3 hits.
You have 3 ice cubes just floating around in your pocket that somehow are still completely solid ice.
I like the dry ice because it's like it steams up, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
We should put it on this box like it's soup. The ice.
Soup. All right. We'll put it on the box like soup.
How do you put it on the box? Like soup, but what does that mean? Like,
No, go on. Tell him. How do you? What is
Like
putting on?
when a soup is too hot, so you put an ice cube in it to cool it down.
so you're just gonna drop it on top of the box and just hope it doesn't go skitter off? Or are you gonna cram it? How do you put ice in your soup? Do
Yo,
you ram?
You got a shirt? You got a shirt?
Yeah, I'm wearing it.
Give me a shirt.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so he takes his shirt off.
And I put the dry ice in the shirt,
Okay.
and then I plop it on the.
All right, because you're a chef, give me artisan performance plus intuition to see how well you +3 for the 3 ice cubes to see how well you cool down this box.
Rake says, I hope Lance convinces Mike to get into LARPing.
Oh damn! Plus intuition.
Perhaps there's going to be a new LARPing buddy in town.
Everybody knows here on the Wizard Hole, this is what we like to spend our time on, is how to cool down a box. That
As if
would
it were
cool
soup.
down if you waited long enough.
Yeah, but who's got time these days?
Oh.
Okay.
We good.
No, no.
I got it, yeah.
I got no hits.
Okay, so after another 10 minutes of mashing it, you realize that you forgot to put the dry ice in the shirt. Let's give it another roll. This time you remember. You go, all right, 1, 2, 3.
Usually I got another guy to do the ice. I don't do this very often.
Yeah.
Executive chef right there.
I got 3 hits.
All right, you cool it down pretty quick with this dry ice on top, and the box can be open now.
I open it.
The box opens up. You have this plastic, hard cased ammo box, and on it has a little drawing of a crying child. Like the Kewpie mayonnaise, the Japanese mayonnaise, but it's crying and in pain.
Oh, okay,
and then
yeah.
it says, like, brought to you by Department of Defense, Lockheed, Aerospace and Psychiatrics, and General Electrics and Motors, baby bullets, anti-emotive shells. Get your baby to stop crying.
Baby
And then
bullets.
it says top secret clearance only, not available for sale anywhere. Inside are 24 bullets that they look like just gel bullets, but they have like a hard, like rubbery shell. But yeah, it's just 24 of them.
Okay.
Lance,
Yeah.
do you remember the big wobbly thing that we saw when the helicopters got really
Oh,
angry?
the whirlybirds, yeah.
The whirlybirds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now these bullets are
Uh-huh.
for the big wobbly things.
Not the whirlybirds.
They're definitely not the whirlybirds, and then nothing mechanicals.
So they're for that thing that was making out with Bobby.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Remember that up.
They're bitter.
she rushed towards him.
Bitter. Yep. Okay. Got it.
Can I have some too? Guys, can I have some too? I'll
No, these are my
smash
bullets, Lance.
No,
I said they were my bullets.
well, there's a problem for you and Mike. I don't want us to be anywhere near any of that shit.
Can I get
Well,
willpower
alright.
plus composure and how you feel about the idea of sharing
That's fine.
bullets?
That's fine.
Take a -4 on this.
-3. 4?
I said 4.
Okay, fine.
What do you got? 2 dice?
1 hit.
All right, that with 1 hit, yeah, in your head, you're like, keep it cool, Lancy boy. You don't want to have an incident like last time.
Right. So I give Mike 1 bullet. I shared.
Do you want one of these bullets?
I don't know what the fuck they are.
They fight wobbly things.
Yeah.
Have you guys been
got
seeing
no
a lot
context.
of wobbly things
So he hands
lately?
you a bullet. What do you do with it?
Where are the other ones?
Wait,
What do you mean?
Mike should roll for if he knows what a ghost is, or an elemental.
yeah. Can I get intuition plus academics to see if you've watched History Channel and know about ghosts?
Well, I mean,
So in place.
elementals. Like if he's ever done a
Yeah,
job.
but dumbasses are calling them.
Yeah.
Well, they're rare. I mean, psychics are still rare, and manifesting emotions are even more. And intuition plus. If you have no academics, take a -1.
No, it's right there. Oh, on intuition. Yeah. Not mine. Yeah, so it's gonna be 5.
Oh damn! Yeah, you fucking watch History Channel on the fucking daily.
Like, I don't know this group as well. They keep
I
talking
got
about
no
ghosts.
hits.
All right, so you got no hits despite 7 dice. It's like you're out here reading like Chekhov and shit. Like you're reading like books. It's like ghosts. Fuck that. That's for idiots who don't know nothing about science and whatnot.
Ghosts.
So
Culinary science.
Mike, if
Yeah.
you see something really strange, which looks like
Where,
out of
like,
this world.
Strange, like someone who's like really fucking ugly.
No,
Like,
no.
is that what you're saying?
Not some a monster unlike anything you've seen before.
A monster, like
But not
like
a
what?
person.
Like a dog?
Quasimodo.
like a big dog.
So 1 sec, I send him a photo because fuck that shit.
Let me get a luck that you can find one before you go. This
No,
isn't
no.
one.
We got the footage.
From what? From that fight?
Yeah, of course I got.
Right, you're right. Sends you a photo of this thing that is about 9 feet tall. It has a mouth but no face. It's lanky and tall with sinewy arms that end in claws, and it's screaming constantly.
In the photo.
It's the ugliest broad you've ever seen in your life.
Holy fucking shit. That's the ugliest broad I've ever seen in my life.
Even though she's all mouth. I don't want to get anywhere near that.
It's the only sexy part of that logo, man.
It's really sexy.
So you have 1 bullet now, which
All right.
for your AK-97s that fire off of a bandolier off you, helpful. So you've got 23 bullets now. What do you do with the other 23?
Oh, I put them in my pockets.
Pocket? Do you want to like fill a clip for your AT&T Alpha?
Oh,
or
yeah, I
something?
guess I got to fill a clip, don't I? I should have a spare mag.
I mean, you've got a mag with bullets in it, but if you want to, like, it's a spare mag with bullets in it. If you want to empty those into your pockets.
Yeah, I'll put those in my pockets.
Okay.
I think probably
Grenades in one pocket, bullets the other, so one
No,
doesn't get
yeah,
jealous
well,
of the other.
yeah, no, well, I know. I want to. They should commingle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I mean,
He's
he's,
You're
baby
growing all the
bullets.
time
Yeah.
over here, Lance.
he's not
I know.
judgmental.
Yeah, you've learned more about yourself, and
That's
like you
true.
want other people to learn the things you've learned about yourself and your body.
People make fun of me and say that I'm a flim flam because I like to flitter between things, but I just want to experience the world, and I'm like a child who's been emancipated from his parents. And
So are you putting your legs on either side of the gun, sitting on Big Chef Mike's lap as you explain this to
Yeah.
the
Dude,
car?
Wait, are we
I
back in the
totally
car?
understand that.
Oh, yeah,
I
they're
totally
still
get it.
out there with the bullet box.
Oh, hey,
We're
Todd.
saying, yeah,
You
but
just-
I'm moving your
Todd,
forward.
Todd,
Okay.
you lost
Alright.
some weight and you got a haircut. What's going on?
I don't know I don't know who that is.
No,
But like you're
Todd,
saying,
we had that fun game. I like your haircut. You look less weird.
look, I don't know who this guy is, but like you were just saying, you know, that emancipating yourself is like the way to go, and like I just totally agree.
Alex, can you do me a favor?
Yeah,
Can
what
you
up?
take the camera there and can you move it a little bit? Because we got this other camera in the shot, and it doesn't matter,
Mhm.
but it bothers me. Yeah. Beautiful, buddy. Oh,
Okay.
I'd love to see it. All right. So you've got these baby killing bullets,
Yeah.
and you're
Not baby killing bullets.
They've got a picture of baby on it, and the
The
baby's
babies
not
were
happy.
killed to make
so.
them.
So
No,
are you-
these killing baby bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
You're right. killing comma baby bullets? No. Killing baby.
It sound like a
Killing
comma.
babies, bullets.
No, the thing, yeah.
Killing babies, period.
I mean-
Colon.
Bullets.
bullets,
Colon
exclamation
bullet.
point.
Yeah.
Okay.
People keep calling them baby bullets, but I want to make a cum joke, but I also don't want to.
I understand.
Anyway.
You blasting rope into a paper
Yeah.
towel?
You say that, and you go unconscious. You don't hear the blasting rope comment at all. So you've got your 3 hits. We're on our way back to the null zone, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Should
So
I roll again for driving?
how you know these areas pretty well, right?
Yeah.
So can I get a let me get intuition plus logic from you? You know what? Don't worry about it. We're not gonna worry about it. On your way down, you spend some time. You want to roll it?
I got a lot.
All right, roll it.
Well, I got 3 hits.
Okay, that's great. That's enough. I would have just given it to you for free, but 3 hits sounds great. 3 hits for each thing. So you draw up little maps of all of the potential locations. So while you're driving down, you can pick where you want to go. I think you kind of said the school vaguely,
Yeah, but I mean,
but like
it's fine.
let's just double check. So we've got it over here on the map. So this is the first location. This is if everybody wants to look on the Cintiq really quick. Hopefully we won't. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Cintiq, but it might freeze the stream because it's done that before. All right, it freeze the stream. Great. Okay, so
Did you
this
pull
is
this from somewhere?
yeah, because I didn't want to draw a map because I have a job now. So this is the community center, the first floor of the community center. There is a not featured here is a is like a larger assembly hall on the in the basement. But this is the first floor, and if there was above floor, Peregrine, you're assuring people that you shouldn't go up there. Either people are loitering there, or it's totally unsound, or we'll cave in.
Yeah, dude, this is a known squat, so like I really wouldn't go upstairs if I were you. But I'm pretty sure the first floor is clear, or at least mostly clear. Like as far last time I was there, I was able to make my way through at least the first floor. But like I didn't want to mess with people on the
So
second.
you drew the second floor where the squatters are, but you also won't show it to anybody. So now let's go to the second map here, which is the abandoned school, which you assure people that there was a second floor, but it's not there anymore, and there's open air
I don't
above
think
the
I could-
basketball court. But
I
otherwise,
couldn't get up there. There was a jam. The door was barricaded. But yeah, I was downstairs and like they had a pretty big gymnasium. I didn't encounter any resistance, but I don't know what the situation is right now.
And then the resistance. I want to know more about what that is, but I think it's funnier to leave it. Because like nobody's anyway. And then
You
here's
gotta
the
get your
hospital.
Ticonderogas from somewhere. Like I infiltrated for a very specific reason, and it was out of pencil.
So the hospital's also has floors above it, but again, a lot of these buildings. What's important to know about deep null zones, which again, no one in the stream's been to before, is that city governments went to a lot of efforts to destroy routes in major roads, not just potholes. We're talking about like in some cases
Downing bridges.
Closing tunnels, not just that, in some cases gouging out roads, mining roads, and in some cases, such as hospitals, schools, and other useful municipal places, in some cases bombing, detonating, destroying places where they felt like could be like communal gatherings for operations. The justification for this was not really to hurt poor people, it was to inhibit gang violence and syndicate actions, which in a lot of ways was effective in that a lot of the syndicates operate, as you know from the Wyckoff demilitarized zone, in the kind of what are called like the porous null zones, which are more or less the same as citizen zones, they just don't have police patrolling them. The deep null zones do not have access to public utilities the way that porous null zones are allowed to pay for them. Instead, if they have power or electricity, it's through generators or siphoning from networks or other versions of tapping. These areas have no power, they have no access to water, they have so they're like kind of self-made small communities that might be safe and helpful, but otherwise gangs run amok, and it's extremely dangerous, specifically for people who look like they're not from these areas, because otherwise, areas being so dangerous, people don't really fuck with people from these areas. Reputation is everything. And if NYPD LLC only goes into the porous zones in force, because otherwise it's not worth it for their profit margins. They simply don't go to these areas. And if they do, it's helicopter attack teams bombing and shit like that.
So think Mogadishu, Somalia, and if things go wrong, Mogadishu, Somalia.
Yeah, that's a great example. We have yes. So it's extremely dangerous. And in some of these cases, we're talking about areas that are, in modern New York City terms, just like one or two. What do I got? Oh, sorry, you're right. We should go to the main screen. That's true. So for a lot of these main areas, thank you. A lot of these main areas are, they're just really, really unpleasant. They're really dangerous. And some of them are only like what would be considered now like 3 or 4 train stations past what are currently citizen zones. They happen very quickly, and then it's incredibly noticeable. So, which of these 3 locations do you feel like driving to?
Peregrine, which one's the one that's least likely to have anybody else squatting or otherwise?
Intuition plus academics, please.
Yeah, we know one of them's already out because there's a squat right above.
All right, so the community center we're just not going to worry about.
You got something other than academics?
No, intuition plus academics. If you don't have academics, it's academics -1. I'll give you a +2 on it because
When he's on my mic cord,
been
I
out here.
I've
can't
got a
really.
suspicion. I got 1 hit on that. I probably should have rolled luck.
Okay.
It
All right.
It would've been a
So,
luck.
out of all of them, the school is probably the best bet because school sucks, and because
yeah, the squatters are like a little less intimidating than the folks you got at the hospital. You know, like they're there protecting resources and shit. You know, I think the school's probably what you want to go for.
Okay.
We're gonna go for the school.
Yep. Let's go for the school.
Okay, beautiful.
pencil.
Because
Love
we
to
we
hear
don't
it.
want to have to fight the inhabitants before fighting the the newcomers.
The
I
future
mean-
Now,
inhabitants.
does anybody here want to explain to Lance who the members of Kill Team 6 are, seeing that you did get a briefing on them previously, but I don't feel like I feel like I'd rather y'all do it, or you don't have the information.
Yeah.
And this is just as you're driving there. We'll describe the road conditions, but we kind of know what we're getting into at this
Yep.
point.
So the current members of Kill Team 6, it seems at least the ones we know are active. There might be more.
Then 6?
There might be more.
That's just false advertising.
Yeah, you want to go through them, or do you not have the information?
So what we've got is, of course, we've got our unfortunately good friend, Mr. Steel Skull Jack Hennessy, and frankly, I don't feel we necessarily need to buy the bounty on him. Then we've got Gianni, a hacker, who seems to be a government double agent.
You've met Yanni before. Yanni is Sokolov always was hanging out with Tanya Vilma, and the bartender was Yanni.
So as we all know, he is Mr. Sokolov's bartender, and it seems a resident hacker, and he is very good at his job. It turns out, and also seems to have been the one who confirmed that the call sicking Sokolov on us was indeed a good tip.
Who else?
So then we've got the man only known as the Commissar. He is apparently one of the muscle. Then we have Andrei Chikatilo, who
Yeah. It goes by Ark.
Ark, and he is either like our dear Deep Frozen friends, ex-Deep Frozen friends, the actual Andrei Chikatilo, famous Russian mass murderer, or somebody who is a very big fan. Then we also have Baba and Yaga. This pair seem to be some sort of psychers, and hence the baby bullets.
Oh yeah, killing babies. Bullets.
So shoot the thing before the psychers.
You don't gotta tell me to shoot nothing. I'll shoot them all.
Good
Except for Steel. We're leaving Steel Skull alone, right?
Well,
He's our friend.
He's gonna try to kill us, my friend.
Nah, Steel Skull wouldn't do that.
They killed my
if you can
Well, I'm sure he had a good reason.
So-
And
so-
Todd,
It
when
was
are you in
good
a band?
music.
But Peregrine, I do also.
keep
It
calling Todd
might be painful,
Peregrine.
but I do want to ask. What happened when your friends got killed, and do you know what kind of people were there?
Can I get willpower plus composure to see if you can relive the moment that you came back from buying hot dogs for everybody
Yeah,
to
that's-
all your friends being dead?
That's a triggering question. Willpower plus composure.
Vegan
Yeah.
hot dogs, I imagine.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Which also, how many points? Let's see. How many are you rolling for this?
2 dice, no hits.
You get angry.
Dude,
at the
why the
idea-
fuck did you ask me that? I'm not gonna tell you anything. Like, I don't even know you. Look, we're here for a job, okay? That's
Yeah,
what
you're
I
the
said.
only professional here.
Yeah.
I'm the only one. Look, without me, you wouldn't even be here.
So as a professional, you might have information vital to keep you alive.
Shut the
and
fuck
us
up.
alive.
We're going. We're gonna go where I tell you, and like it happened to me. Okay, it happened.
So this is
Okay.
around when you cross into Deep Null, and you know you're in Deep Null because immediately flagging all of your cyber deck are like connection not found,
Yeah.
no Wi-Fi signals available,
Yeah.
no system available, like detecting like power shortages, no Wi-Fi signals can even be brought up. And you in your driving mode, the sensors of your vehicle when you're in a hot sim driving your car, you're picking up information from GPS signals, you're picking up information from wirelessly bouncing off of other cars, as well as the sensors in your car. Suddenly, like it's like you have 360 vision and you go blind to everything but what you could normally see because
the
you're
car.
just working with the sensors of your car and the immediate detection as opposed to all of the extra buffers and detective things around you. That's the first sign. The second sign is coming up against just like mini barricades that have been built up and erected, but over the course of the last 40 years they've eroded and broken down, and a lot of this is because Peregrine over here took you a route that didn't have gouge out earth, mined, or anything. Instead you've just got these concrete barriers and tire strippers that with your knowledge and the sensors are pretty easy to like kind of like weave in and out of, and following that are just roads that have not been maintained for 40 years, really fucked up. But the good thing about them is that not that many cars are driving on them either, so they're bad. They're in bad shape. Some of the worst roads you've ever been on, certainly in Null York City, but it could be a lot worse considering how long it's been.
Thank you for taking us down this circuitous route, Peregrine. It's certainly
I
might have
mean,
beneficial.
with a paint job like that, I couldn't take you, the other route. You don't have an off-wheeler. I mean, but you're right. You're
That'd be a
welcome.
nice get one day. Perhaps if I end this job alive, maybe I can cure my brothers and get myself an ATV.
That's a good motivation for a character again. A long distance campaign. You're you're driving through and it's your car's pretty flashy, and you do pick up like it's daytime. You're also simmed using the car sensors, but you realize if it was night and you were not plugged into your car, it'd be very difficult. There is nothing to help you. Any kind of like reflective strip has long since worn away. There aren't street lights. You see the remains of a few, but they've all been stripped for wires, stripped for parts, and just like across.
And their
you see-
manifestos.
Wow. That pulled me out. Ugh.
Sorry.
Oh man. Okay. I want to do a joke, but I can't bring myself to do it about that. So you see just the evidence of like stripping for resources everywhere. Bricks literally pulled out of buildings in some cases. There's the further in you go, the more you see the signs of explosive discharges, buildings that are half formed and stuff like that. As you make your way, driving maybe 30 minutes through this area, 30 minutes that would probably be more like 10 if you weren't if you had no traffic and were driving on real streets. Luckily, the only cars you see are mostly like husks and shelled up. That said, there are a very rare instance where you pass by like a few city blocks that seem to have been like welded together, alleys broken together, barbed wire thrown over them, sometimes banners hanging down proclaiming some gang or proclaiming something. In a few cases, see spotlights like hit the car and follow you as you move, and you definitely notice some shadowy figures in some instances looking at you from alleyways. Nothing directly harmful, as your driving is deft and quick, but it's ominous. It doesn't feel good, and you would hate to have the car lose a tire in an area like.
Particularly that strip in Sunset Park right before we get to Bay Ridge with the Burger King, formerly Burger King and MacD. That's become deep gang territory. All right, we're gonna have to go around that thoroughfare. So we're gonna go through this particular neighborhood.
That's the area that the Rusty Stilettos and the Halloweeners like to call the fun zone, where they the war's off and the fun is on.
Okay.
So so you make your way over to the school. Where do you park the car, or what do you do with the car? Or what is the plan at Harvard Yard? So you're here. You've got this drawing. I guess we should just say, what's the plan in the car? What is the plan for Kill Team 6? We've got the map here. The car is nearby. Let's not even worry about parking it, because I wouldn't be surprised if Daisy Chain is just like, I'm gonna just drive around the block and keep the engine running.
Can I remotely control the car when we're in this dead zone?
Because of the way that these dead zones work, you just have to stay within Wi-Fi connective zone of the car, which basically means the further away you move from the car, we'll have to roll to see if you still have connection, but you will know if you do. I'd say that the school, though, is about like a city block. If you're even in the middle of the school, you're fine. It's basically if you just find yourself on the opposite side or in a basement, that's when we need to roll basically your device rig rating.
So do y'all think I should remain in the car, driving around, possibly hiding?
Not in this neighborhood.
Okay, so you think I should post up in the building and control it remotely?
I think you can get far enough into the lobby that it'd be safer than you staying in the vehicle. Oh, whoops. He's been in the shop.
Sorry, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it's
weird. Anyway, so what is the plan now then? Wait. So are you gonna drive it? Do you want to like try to camouflage the car?
No, I'm gonna go in the building.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just gonna keep a link to the car.
Yeah.
I'll say this: if you start moving away from the car, like a warning will come up when you need to roll.
So
You'll still have to roll when you do
I'm gonna be
but-
close enough that I can get outside pretty easily.
Yeah. So let's just stash the car in here for first, and have a quick.
Just nearby.
Yeah. I mean, can we just stash it just like in an area in the building? We can just kind of drive it in a little.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we
Give
took
me intuition plus perception to see if that's the case, Daisy Chain. Anyway, while you're doing that, what's the plan?
So the plan, if we can do it, is I'd want us and me and the Daisy to be a bit away from the action outside the school, and then I'd want to run a wire to my deck in somewhere in the middle of the school and make it look as if we've holed up there.
Okay.
So and then make sure that we've got some cameras and a trap set up as is expected. And the idea would be to lure them into the school and then to attack them from as they're surrounded.
Well, I can handle running a wire, and I know where I'm going, at least into the interior, but I don't know in terms of setting up anything more extraneous than that.
Is the plan from your set, Peregrine, like you have the explosives, do you like to probably bring the whole building down? Would it be that, or would it be a local explosion?
I would say the skills translate, and I'm tracking with his plan here. Like, we just want to plant this deck and move on from this location.
Yeah, and basically we want to...
We don't need to blow up the squatters. They're fine.
No, I mean,
I have no
squatters.
gripe with the well, there are probably squatters.
Okay, so we need to clear
I don't
out the
wanna hurt
squatters
them.
first.
Okay, so that's first thing first. What did you get on this perceptual situation?
2 hits.
2 hits. I'll say this: you find like a hollowed out area where you drive it in a little bit, but
if you think you can bring down the entire building on Kill Team 6, that would be cool.
There's like tarps and weird
No,
like
they're not
cardboard
there.
boxes
That's it. So the
around.
point is, I'm going to try to lure them into the school.
Maybe like try to hide it from view.
Yeah, give me hardware plus logic, or engineering plus logic if you want to do that.
We want to make the school a kill zone, which we lure them into.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So yeah, you find some squatters in the basketball court. They're playing basketball at the time.
Hey, guys, get out of here, like, for your safety, okay? No hard
We're
feelings.
playing ball. What, you're challenging us to this?
No, like,
We'll leave if you want to beat us at basketball.
I'll play around.
I immediately challenge them to basketball.
You strip off everything but your basketball
That's about the
shorts.
basketball shorts. We're skins.
You're scared. Chef
Hey.
Mike, are you getting in on this?
I'm conceptually skins. I'm not taking off my shit.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
All right, there you go, there you
I'm
go.
also in.
Okay.
Skins.
It's like you need 5 to play.
I have a scrawny little box.
We got 5.
Yeah.
We got 5.
Okay. Don't count on me to do too much.
You're point guard.
Okay, so can I run in after I hotwire that
Peregrine.
bus and hide my car with 3 hits?
Yes, you hotwire a bus, you drive it to hide it, and just as you come in to hear, it's like,
Hi!
is there a basketball game going on in here?
It looks like basketball.
All right. So let me get the collective.
Peregrine, what is a point guard?
I'm pretty sure they
Okay.
All right. So what are the 5 positions in basketball? It's like, what are the
Point guard, left, right, center, and then there's 2D.
All right. So
Yeah,
who's
I
who?
knew that. I
Who's what?
drafted
Lance,
basketball.
put the
I'm
positions up.
I'm rebound man, so I'm at the bottom of the net on defense.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Daisy Chain at center. You're gonna be point guard. Chef Mike's gonna be the other person on D with me, and then you're gonna be right.
Okay. So here's the question I have for you,
shoots the
Lance, as the
hoop?
person who knows the most about sports here. I'm guessing center is body plus athletics. Who's strength and who's finesse?
So Lies is all about point guard is all about setting up the pass.
Okay, so that's finesse.
So that's all finesse.
All right, so finesse plus athletics, lies.
I'm also all finesse, dude.
Yeah, but
But I guess I'm gonna be useless.
No, well, because you're there for the rebound, where I'm doing body rebounds.
okay,
And
so
you're-
you're body plus athletics.
Yeah, I'm trying to basically hit people.
Okay, so
Who's
what about
the
everybody
guy
else?
that
You're
shoots
coach.
it off
You're-
the back rim?
we got Coach Lance here.
When you go up on the front, and then you're
What, like a
putting-
layup?
Dunk
putting
man?
the ball in
Dunkman.
the hole.
Okay, the point is, Lance, Coach Lance.
Yeah.
Explain everybody else's role. So you're body plus athletics, finesse plus athletics. Explain everybody else's role, and then tell me whether it's body strength or finesse plus athletics.
Body and finesse.
Why body strength or finesse plus athletics?
Finesse and athletics, because he's point guard.
Yes.
He's the one setting up the plays.
Okay.
We're gonna put not Todd.
Okay.
Vegan Todd.
Vegan Todd Peregrine. We're gonna put vegan Todd, and we're playing man coverage. We're gonna put you at center.
All right.
And so you're doing probably finesse plus athletics.
Okay.
Making the shot.
Daisy Chain, I put in a position of playing body
Okay.
because they're going for rebounds while also playing
So
our
both
man.
of you are checking people because obviously this is Null York City
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah.
No fouls.
Yeah, and
as in there's no such thing as fouls.
yeah, and Chef Mike is definitely also doing body. They're sort of an all-around man.
Okay, so the 3 of you are in hockey terms.
Yeah.
You're the fighters.
Yeah,
You're,
yeah.
Okay.
The bruisers.
You're the
But I
bruisers.
made Daisy be a bruiser.
Okay, yeah, because
Hope I
that's
don't
the
get
thing
too
about
bruised up.
basketball New York City rules is it's they also call it hockey rules in
Yeah.
Detroit. So
Yeah.
let me get body plus athletics from the 3 of you as Chef Mike, fucking Lance over here are checking people, and Daisy Chain keeps trying to check people, and I need finesse plus athletics from the 2 of you. And we're gonna add all this together. So what'd you get, Lies? You were the
2 hits.
2 hits from Lies. That's pretty fucking good.
That's
all right,
nuts on 3 dice.
Oh, 1 hit.
1 hit from Daisy Chain.
Glad I got something.
I played that b-ball, but I think my role was I got 4 hits.
4 fucking hits from fucking Peregrine over here.
I played the b-ball.
What'd you get?
I rolled luck
Yep.
and got 10 hits.
Okay, 10 hits.
I got 1 hit.
No, but
Okay,
like when
1
I
hit.
played basketball in grade school,
And Daisy Chain, what'd you get again?
I was in the front,
1.
like to the right, and my job was to hit the ball against the back, so it went in the hoop. What role is that?
So you're just shooting.
Yeah, shoot.
I got balls
It
in the
depends on when you're
chat.
on D or on offense. So I was doing it from the point
I don't know if our Girl Scout troop had much offense.
How many hits?
Holy shit, you tied with them. So after a rousing going back and forth, which is almost all Peregrine laying it up, and then Lance just walking and everybody bouncing off of Lance, and then standing up and going, 1 for us. Sorry, 2 points, actually. As they're running around. Chef Mike, you just keep getting tired. When you get like halfway through, you're like, when they come back this way, I'll get them.
Yeah, I got it over here. Yeah, just bring it back.
Daisy Chain, are you like really eager?
I'm trying as hard as I can.
You keep getting pushed in the face onto the ground.
My face.
But a couple times you like bite ankles
Whoa,
and you deal
whoa!
with
Do you
it.
still have your shirt on? Maybe they're getting confused on whose team you're on.
That's a Todd thing to say. That didn't happen. So here we are, 18-18 at the end, sweaty and homeless. They look at you and they say, "We respect your game. We'll leave for now,
Oh,
but we'll be back tomorrow because we are the basketball Knight Riders. And then they all whisk away, picking up their cardboard box homes as well as their Michael Jordan paraphernalia.
Yeah.
And they piece the fuck out.
I don't know about you guys, but that was really cool.
And their cardboard box breakdancing.
Lance, take a 1 karma for your ability to lead your team to a rousing
victory.
draw.
R.I.P.
No,
Kobe.
draw.
Rousing.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah, that's true.
That is pretty amazing.
It's like, I mean, killed by a helicopter.
Yeah, I'm fucking mad about it.
No,
I'm fucking mad. What am I taking +2 to? Leadership?
no, you're
Plus
taking
1 karma.
+1 karma. You're getting
okay.
a karma.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Because that was a success.
So here
Might
we
not have
are
been a win, but it
in a
was
now
success.
squatterless school. The
Right.
auditorium has the empty hollow. Every step you take sounds like the empty hollow step of a child who died in a bombing. It sucks.
We
ass.
love children in this stream.
Oh,
Well,
it's funny.
there's none left in this school. We're good, except
We're
in the
good.
stem
All
cell
right.
gun.
So
They're not
now
alive
that they're
no more.
gone, now that it's empty, so you're tell me like the plan I get. Tell me like physically what you're doing and where you're putting the shit. I'm gonna pull up the Cintiq screen again just for now, and I want you to point to me where you're putting it. I'll scroll over so people can see.
Yeah. No, I'm in no way explosive expert, so I'll let you set up the kill
All right,
lanes.
Todd, can I get either engineering
Peregrine.
plus logic? Sorry, Peregrine, can I get either engineering plus logic or survival tactics plus logic to pick for the most explosive spots, and then I'll let you pick. By most explosive, I mean most.
Hold on, I'm looking for survival tactics.
What happened?
Oh, it's not plugged in.
Can we try plugging it in? I'll turn it back on.
All right. So logic plus engineering.
Down one right
Logic
That's
plus.
actually where it was. Yeah. It was here.
It makes a difference.
Okay, I'll turn it down. The other team doesn't care about this. I guess y'all got eyeballs. What'd you get?
And I rolled luck on that. I got 3 hits.
Okay, so you got 3 hits, and all right, you need to.
Yeah.
All right, let's. Okay, so
All I do is set up some cameras, link to my deck, and then set up that.
wherever the perimeter is, wherever the explosive spot is. Okay, cool.
So where we're setting up. And
Yeah.
then
All right. So, where we're going, where you find is it's mostly in the center pillar areas here. Let me go back. I came back and I'm going back. All right. So here, in these like center areas, and here are good, but I think with that roll, you would also know that there are so many sight lines in these 2 areas that there are also areas here, or here that might work. And I think you would also know that if you were to set up explosives on any of the peripherals, whether it's in the classrooms or back here in this like cafeteria area, you would have a better chance of people not spotting it versus the most effective way to actually like blow up the building and get everybody would be here or here. But that's the easiest to spot. So I think what you need to make a decision of basically here, or here for better sense of like stealth, or here and here for the most amount of collateral damage. Also, you have enough explosives that you could set up multiple in different areas. But the main question here, Peregrine, is where is the decoy being set up? After that, if you want to set up more explosives, you can go ahead and do that.
So for the team, I've identified this building and its weak spots, and honestly, I can go around the perimeter, all right, and I can set up our charges, and they're going to be modestly effective. But if we don't sweep the building, I can't go into any of these open zones. So hypothetically, I can start with the charges where I know I won't be seen.
By seen, I need to be clear here, just to make sure. It's not be seen by anybody in the building. The building's empty. It's mostly like when and if Kill Team 6 comes, will they be able to like, how easy will they be able to detect the trap? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Maybe that was clear. I'm
Yeah,
just,
no,
that's what I
that
mean
makes
by
sense.
stealth.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I figure it's worth it to set up as many as we can. I've got a certain amount of demolitions. I got a good amount, so.
So do you want to just start rigging the building to blow
Yeah.
completely? Because if you want to start.
Well, step one is we're gonna put Lia's deck basically in the center, and we're gonna set that up as our hot pot.
Okay, so you want to put it in the center, basically the center of the school. Okay.
Yeah. And he talked me through that. Right?
Okay. Yeah. So where do you want to put explosives?
Let's put it.
How many do you have? And how many are you going to use? And what are their effectiveness of each one?
I've got a good amount. So we're gonna take 2. Let's put a rating 10 explosive, caddy corner on
Just point at it.
either corner of this building.
So you've got 2 rating 10 explosives.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna plant 2 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Okay, and then let me go back to this so you're gonna place rating 10 explosives here and here. What else are you gonna do?
And then I've got can I just ask? I've got more foam explosives, but I have some commercial explosives as
Commercial
well.
explosives would be incredibly Wow, this building is kind of fucked.
It's just a shitty school. They're
So
built like minimum
commercial
security
could work,
prisons.
but commercial explosives are definitely going to do a lot better to like destroy, to like hurt people.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is a fucked up building, so depending if you roll well enough at a demolitions test for those, it might work. So that said, what do you want to plant more explosives, or do you just want to basically plant across?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Go for it. I'm basically okay. So 2 10 rating, 10 rating explosives caddy corner,
Yep.
and 2 R6 rating explosives on the other 2 corners.
All right, so you're basically.
I want to cover
These are not structural areas.
Oh.
You mean like down here and up here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because it's like a U shape here.
Got it.
You know.
Here, and here. Got it. All right, so it's 10, 6, 6. Beautiful. Give me 4. We're gonna do it in this order. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 demolitions plus logic tests. And now that's being done. Lies. You're setting up your deck in the center of the space. Is that correct?
Yeah, roughly.
Is demolition plus logic engineering plus logic?
Yes, thank you. So you're setting up in the center. You want to set up wires coming out of the deck so that you can.
So I can, without Wi-Fi, be running the deck from somewhere not within the entire area. of
And
explosives.
similarly, are you going to suggest that Peregrine also runs the explosives
So through-
through wires,
Yeah.
not through wireless?
Yeah. And then I also set up a couple of cameras and stuff like that linked to my deck via Wi-Fi. Basically, look as if we've got some standard
Actually,
defensive perimeter
wait.
stuff.
I'm sorry, Peregrine. I'm making a mistake here. I'm supposed to roll demolitions for you. You're not actually supposed to know how well you do on this. So can you tell me what your roll is, and I'm gonna roll it for you. I'm sorry.
I just made 4 rolls and they were all pretty good.
I'm sorry. How many dice roll is it?
It was out of 11 and I got a 4, 5, 4, and 4.
Damn.
Okay.
Isn't that good?
That is good. Too bad you
I'm
can't use
sorry.
them.
There are specific rolls that I'm supposed to roll for you, and this is definitely one of them.
Rip. Damn.
Okay, cool. Can I get one more? This one is, you would know, this one is to how well the wires are connected. So, and you're setting up cameras.
Yeah.
Do you have cameras?
Yeah.
What do you have? The drones?
Yeah, I've got my drone, and then I've got shop. I've got some. Actually, no, you're right.
So you just have the drone.
Yeah, but I've got some book scanners, some microtransmitters, some data taps. Okay, yeah.
All right, so what you've got is your drone. Now, if you want to set up your drone to like broadcast, that's fine. Otherwise, I guess it might just rely on eyesight, thermographs, and looking.
Yeah, and I think basically I'm just going to set it up to be an eye in the sky. Basically make it look as if everything's normal.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, so what'd you get on that demolitions test for the wiring?
What was I rolling for that?
Engineering plus logic.
4 hit.
All right, so can I get hardware plus logic from you for how well you're able to set up the wires from your deck? It's 4 hits? And from here, I guess that's the entirety of the honeypot. Now, the rest of the idea was to be some kind of overwatch.
But by the way, if you've got any if you've got like your cheap communicators, if you could like leave. So they think that we've got. They don't know about you two. So we wanted to have 4 communicators in there as well.
That's fine, dude. I have 10 burner phones. Which one?
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Just set up 4 communicators, pretty standard.
I was gonna say, I'm not putting my phone in there. It's not cheap. It's priceless.
Good. But could you switch now? After we've done that, I think before we trigger everything, we should find a spot to hold out, and then we want to switch off all our gear.
Okay, so I want to get survival plus intuition from all 3 of you while they're setting this up to basically scout for other spots. Now, for you, Daisy Chain, if you want, instead of survival, I'll let you do the sensor rating of your car instead of survival. If you want to do intuition plus that plus your rig score, so that'd be +3. What did you get on your hardware plus logic?
I'm just sorry, look at it.
Okay. What'd you get? Okay, so all right, so that's 4 over here for Lance for this. What did
4 hits?
Okay, we got 4 hits for the. It's another 4 for the hardware to rig everything. And can I get survival tactics from both of you plus intuition? This is your ability to conceal the wiring as best you can. What did you get, Daisy Chain?
I got 6 hits, so I better find a fire spot.
Are you good at survival tactics?
I'm all right at it, but I rolled luck on this, and I got 4 hits.
Snorping.
So you've done a good job concealing your 4 detonators that you've got to. They're connected to your comlink, but by like a press of an app, not through wireless connectivity.
Well, a button, because my phones don't have apps because they're dial-up.
Could I ask Peregrine to check my work?
Yeah, give me survival plus logic. And what did you get?
I got two hits.
I got 3 hits. No rules.
You know that he got 2 hits.
Looks good to me. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know that software, and as well as you. I don't. What was the last?
It's just cabling.
Okay. Cool. All right. So
Well,
what did you
cable
get in
management,
survival? 2 hits. Okay, so that's another 2 hits. Great. Okay, so between all of you, you find that there is a fantastic looking deli. It's abandoned. It's been bombed out. There's nothing in there. But you think to yourself, like, spot of paint, a couple of baguettes, some sausage hanging from the corner. This is a good spot.
Yeah.
Lance, you find that there is a second floor that's badly busted up that overlooks several of the southern entrances, would provide some cover. But over here, Daisy Chain, you discover that there is, in fact, a section of roof with a crawl space in it that would provide great overhead clearance. You can see into the hole in the basketball court, as well as all of the northern entrances from this, and it would provide excellent concealment. In your case, Lance, from the right angle or from aerial, it'd be easy to spot you. From your case, Daisy Chain, as long as you're looking to north or into that hole, it's an amazing spot. From your place, it just looks like the foot traffic, if this area gets a little better, you could really make some money at this spot.
I mean, it could be the new Williamsburg.
This
need shit to turn around a
it's
little
the
bit.
perfect place for a co-op. This market would really respond
So
to it.
where, this is important, where are you lining the wires to of these 3 locations you've spotted? Again, north side crawl space, great concealment, and good entry into the building only through the basketball. The south side, great entrance to the southern entrances, but concealment is really good from street. Great cover, but from the back or from aerial, it'll be easy to spot. And then there's this deli, which again, great concealment from aerial, but the windows are all busted open and half the front is destroyed, and the counter is made out of plexiglass, so even if you hide behind it, people can see.
So they're on the opposite side of the school, right?
One is north, one is south. Both of them are across the street.
But that's the thing. But they're on.
Yes, they are on opposite sides of the school. So where are you going to run these wires?
Guys, what do you think?
So either of these off-site locations, or you said something about the ducks in the basketball court.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. I missed that. Sorry.
So the basic thing is we've got like two.
Ducks?
we got-
you said
we got two.
There's a hole in the ceiling to the basketball court. So
I was
you can see.
picturing air ducts. I don't know.
Oh, ducks.
I thought you meant like quack quack.
Not
Quack.
Not K.
I was
my
thinking
God.
quack quack.
like
I had the same
air,
thing.
Air Get some ducks
Ducks,
in the
yeah.
chat.
Yeah, I know, right?
The T.
Ducks?
All right, great. All right.
Duck hunt.
So,
Woodbill. Woodbill.
anyway, so where are you going to line it? There's not a single spot that has a great view of everything, but
Yeah.
you don't. There aren't buildings tall enough to
Yeah.
get like a bell tower view.
I'm on the roof, correct?
You're just have spotted these locations by the hour or two. Probably 2 hours they spent digging this up. You're just going through and looking for shit.
Yeah.
Chef Mike, you spot this chef right. You're just in there thinking about cost and how to make it work. But you go through a lot of buildings. You find the space. Daisy chain. Same. So no, you're wherever you want to be right now. Maybe
So-
you're all reconvened together.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
But
so
you know where these spots are.
yeah.
Hey, Rosie, Rake said he understood you, so.
Ducks.
Ducks.
Like an air.
God bless you, Ray. Thank you for being the one on Rosie's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the only question is, should we split up or stay together?
I mean, there's a roof across the street where if they're coming in a whirlybird, me and old Fingies here, we could really do some work on it.
So you mean they can see you from the sky, but you can see them as well?
Oh, just as well. And if they come in from the ground, like a couple of Ninja Turtles, well, I can see them too.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Can I show Lance my spot if he wants concealment?
Everybody knows about all of
Yeah.
these spots.
Okay. Let's say so I'm gonna be up here on the roof and it's really well concealed because I got 6 successes. So if you need, you can fit in here. I know it'll be a little tight, but I know that ain't no problem for you.
I do like being balled up.
But you want to be able to have air support. You want to be
Exactly,
but
yeah.
like surface to air.
Yeah,
Okay.
with old Fingies.
Okay,
Okay.
and you're going to take the north side, Daisy Chain.
Yeah.
We'll say that also with those successes, that is well within the grounds for you to remote control your car.
I could also
Yeah.
pretend like I'm
Yeah.
sunbathing.
And I think I'll hold up with the Daisy as well, and we'll run the wires to it. And you stick as well.
I'm just thinking, how do we make this honeypot as sticky as
We'll
it
come
as
back
it
to that.
can?
I'm more worried about where you're running the wires. If
Yeah.
after this you want to find a way to make it more sticky, that's fine. I really want to know
Alright.
where are you running the
So
wires.
I think we're
All
running the wires
stickiness.
to the roof.
You are.
Yeah.
Are you running wires north side, south side, or into the fucking
East
restaurant
side.
that Chef Mike runs?
So it's my option to run my detonators to where I see fit. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yes.
And again, that's probably where then you're also going to be striking from should the pot be sticky.
Yeah.
Think about it for a second, Mike. Where when you've got this restaurant, where do you want to be though? They've explained to you and reminded you of the purpose of why you're here. The restaurant still feels like a great vibe. You like the energy in the place. though.
Yeah,
Veto the restaurant.
I'm behind the counter.
2 successes.
I'm just like, I'm just fantasizing.
But you're ready to run in if you gotta run.
Yeah, sure.
Tell people. All right.
Can I veto the restaurant and say like,
co-op.
It's a great location if the business.
It's a
if the
great
area turns
location.
around.
Where do you want me to stand?
so I think, guy,
Chef Mike, live your best life.
but
You-
buddy up with Lance. I mean, you made a great
What
team.
if I stood behind the counter but I had my gun?
Yeah. He's
I
support.
think it's more that if you could make it look like the stupid deli, then perhaps.
Chef, I think you can make it look like a deli.
Yeah.
You are the
Just like
deli.
take a couple $1,000, some support from a few connections, get you your
Yeah.
liquor license, and a couple paint. Like you
Yeah,
get,
yeah.
They give you like 2 or 3 months. You've got a deli on your hands.
2 or 3
Um,
coats of paint. It's
Yeah, exactly. 1 month each. It's got to dry.
So
Real
it,
dry.
it
So-
sounds like we got Southside roof.
And the restaurant
And
is
restaurant?
on the west side.
I'll support this and go north side.
So you're going north side as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the ducks. Ducks.
Yeah.
All right. Now you said you wanted to find a way to make it more of a honeypot. Did you have any specific ideas, or are you basically just gonna
I
work
was
out?
kind of thinking that like we're riffing right now before
Yeah.
we all go off to our spot, but like what if we set up, like a physical trap, like if someone's like standing there like because they're going to show
Like a
up
box
to
with a
this
carrot in
beeping noise and then, we're not going to like they're not going to see any bogeys, right? So then what?
I mean, that's
like,
the thing. So the idea is that you've got all the hacking signals are in there. So my deck and everything is going to be where they might expect it to be.
And in a moment of excitement, Lance, having his first idea of the day, runs to the old science room, and he'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come back to that. All right. So you want to have the deck basically being broadcasting a Wi-Fi signal, but you're controlling it remotely.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
basically, it's got. I mean, it
You've
doesn't.
got the Wi-Fi on, but that's not how you're connected to it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So,
Oh,
so
I got
basically,
it.
it looks as if I'm there with my deck running it.
Right, but the fact
Fact
is,
is-
like, it's running Wi-Fi, but just because it's running Wi-Fi and they can connect to it, you're still in there. All right, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there? It's basically like brainstorming or not. You've come up with a plan. Unless you all have, we'll go around. Unless somebody has a specific idea of how to honeypot this, just for the sake of gameplay, I want people to go to their positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And
I want to come to Lance
yeah.
last because of it.
Yeah.
Lies, your second last.
Yeah.
Chef Mike, any honeypot ideas about how to make this decoy a little bit better? You can also say, "Nah, you're good." It's totally fine.
I'm gonna go with the latter.
Beautiful, Daisy Chain.
What am I doing?
Do you have anything that you want to make it
make it stickier?
more sticky or more attractive? You can also say you're good. That's also legit.
Yeah, okay.
I'm only bringing it up because Rosie brought up, let's make it stickier.
Yes. I've been racking my brain honestly, and
Like if you had a crying child like standing in the middle of the room.
Why would that make Kill Team
I don't-
6 be
it-
like,
it-
that's
it-
where Z-Team
they
is,
hate
there's a
children
baby
too.
It's
crying.
creepy.
We hate babies on the
Oh,
street,
it's
but
like
that's
creepy.
metagame.
No, no,
It's
but
like
that's-
horror movie
No, no,
convention.
but that
Creepy.
No, I mean, A team would be believable. I understand. Z team less so.
Yeah.
No, I really actually got nothing.
Look, I'm new to this team. I
Sorry,
just thought
stickiness.
maybe like you'd want to spice
Paragon,
it
do you
up.
have an idea?
No, that's
okay.
it. That was my
Guys,
idea.
you got an idea?
So the other thing I'll want to do is from that deck, I'm going to set up the sat link because I do have sat links,
You do.
and I'm going to ring Mr. Sokolov.
Oh.
We will get there in a minute.
Yeah, but
Lance,
that-
science. No, we're coming
Yeah.
back. Science room.
Yeah.
Posing that,
So
or are you
searching
just gonna-
around,
well, I'm going to propose.
We're good.
searching around, I found their old demonstration skeleton on a stand, and I've now dressed it up to look like Lance, so that it's kind of a scare Lance.
That was a great
And
idea.
I also want to try and. I know I said earlier that my phone's not cheap; it's priceless. I would like to put my phone in its pocket and then have somebody ring it so they can hear the dulcet tones of La Cucaracha.
I love the word dulcet.
It's the
in this
third
too.
time.
So can we? For the inspiration on this, we'll throw a free luck on that. Let's get artisan
With roll
performance
6 or no?
plus. Yes, artisan performance plus. Are we doing finesse, intuition, charm? You're just trying to charm their asses off, all right, buddy?
So
I know. Fuck, I fucked you over, but I.
I was really counting on that finesse roll. Oh, but it worked out with the roll of 6.
you get?
3 hits.
3 hits. All right. Do you put your armor on it, or
No.
you now you're basketball shorted, armor jacketed,
Yeah.
but otherwise?
And
or
I got-
do you put the? Are you just armor jacketed, no clothing?
No, I want to do. So I put the basketball shorts on it,
Okay.
and then I put. And
You
I.
don't have underwear. There's
Yeah.
no way.
No.
He's always in and out of those cheeks.
So I'm sorry.
So
Basketball
no.
shorts means you're
No,
you're
then
hanging dong.
basketball shorts stay on. I put it in a
Why?
science. Huh?
Never mind. I don't want to force you to be nude. Go ahead.
Look. When Lance is on, when nude is for recreation.
Okay.
This is business.
This is
He's
business.
a professional.
Okay, got it.
That's why I put on my basketball shorts, because this is
Oh
business.
my God. Okay.
And so no,
Yeah,
I put it in a. I fashion like a kilt out of a science jacket, otherwise known
Science jacket!
otherwise known as a lab coat.
Yeah.
So I like sort of tie it around the waist. I put another. I don't know. I put some stuff on it to look like me. I think I rolled well enough to be like
Yeah,
I fashioned a cardboard
You
mask.
take off all of your clothes.
and
you
I draw a
fashion
smiley
cover
face
mask.
on
Yeah,
it.
You put some Bunsen burners in there. Just,
No
just,
phone.
Just
Dangle
because,
it,
like,
yeah, to bulk it up.
bulk it up. Yeah, and because
I
like
wrap
they're
it-
cool. I guess.
Yeah.
No, this guy's like on the level. He totally gets the idea, right?
And where do you
Like,
put the skeleton? You just like put it like sitting in a chair next to the deck.
Yeah, no, but he's got one hand on his privates and he's got one hand in his pocket.
Oh, that's even
Okay.
more convincing.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
good
he's
idea.
he's in one of those school desks.
You put the bullets in the pocket too. The spare bullets.
No, those
okay,
are mine.
those are yours, and they're commingling. They're
Yeah.
learning.
Oh,
about things.
but I do put a nade in there.
You put a grenade in there.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, sure.
But by the way, the
Whoa, wait.
Yeah.
We can do something with that grenade. Can we rig that grenade to blow?
I mean, it'll blow when the other ones blow.
Does it?
I mean,
I'll
Does
say
it
this.
have a
Give me
remote?
engineering plus logic to sensitize
I mean,
it up. Do you
He's
want
a
it?
skeleton. He
Are
can't
you
pull the
rigging
pin.
Also,
no,
are you
but it's still
rigging?
combustion.
What about the tear gas? Are you rigging the tear gas or no?
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, we didn't do that yet. Let's put the tear gas on him. The grenade's a good idea.
Okay.
Let's put the tear gas on him.
Grenade and tear gas. Give me one logic plus
Bro,
plus engineering.
your wife is calling you out in the chat. One time, Tyler could not remember the word lab coat, so he sincerely Googled science. Dang it. Yes.
All right.
5 hits.
5 hits
Whoa.
On the
Lance
tear gas.
tear gas grenade combo.
With a wire.
All right.
I mean, it's made with feeling. It's made with love.
Yeah. The feeling of tear gas.
wait, you're putting a wire to this one too?
Well, do we need to? You're saying it'll go off in
the rest goes
response.
off.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so now you're in your locations. Is that correct?
Yeah, and basically, I do as we brainstorm, I do say what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give Mr. Sokolov a ring,
Okay.
and beg for my life, and I don't think he'll accept.
All right. Okay.
Hey.
You feel like you've got the social skills to do it?
Well, I mean, all I'm going to do is be
Set the
pathetic.
be the bait.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Experience.
Is everybody vetoing this? You all good with it?
I would love Mr. Sokolov.
I haven't heard of this guy.
All right.
I clapped
Tell him I
Lies on the
say-
back.
Tell him I say kisses.
Good luck,
Pop
fam.
Sokolov on stream.
And I try and secure the line as not quite as best I can.
I mean, you calling from your deck though.
Yeah.
too.
Dude, you want
Yeah.
a burner phone?
yeah, no. I'm calling from my deck where
Yeah,
it is
the
in
deck in the center of the room. In the deck in the center of the room is your work or your pleasure deck.
My personal deck.
Okay. Okay. Give me.
And I've cleared it out.
All right.
last time.
I'll have you roll after. Let's see.
Browser history.
After a couple of
Clear
rings,
cache.
it rings for a while, and then you hear. What is it, Mr. Lies?
Sir,
Stop the fucking stuttering and get to the goddamn point. I don't have all day.
But so two things. The first thing is kill Team 6 is very scary, and I don't want to die. That's number one. The other thing is that Mr. Yanni is the guy who's stuck you into this situation.
Why would I
not me.
Why would I waste my fucking time trying to kill a wretch like you, Mr. Lies? This is a waste of my time, a waste of yours. I appreciate the groveling, but unless you have something to offer me, this conversation is done.
As mentioned, I believe that I heard from that you were tipped off where we were, and that Yanni confirmed it. That is all I have. Sir.
He goes, well, that's not enough for me. Goodbye, Mr. Lies. I hope your days serve you well.
Sir.
And he hangs up on you. Can I get a logic, code breaking, and data processing to see how well you were able to make it look like your connection was secure, but not that secure?
6 hits.
Wow, it looks like you really tried to secure it, but you fucked up a little bit. I put a 7 on screen. I assure you that's a 6. I'll put a 6 up now.
A 69.
All right, so,
Nice.
nice, beautiful. Let me,
Sniper.
okay. All right. So what we have now is a beautiful honeypot set up. Can I get a willpower plus survival tactics from everybody to see how well they deal now that they're in their spot and waiting for what might be a long time? How many times does Lance go to pee? How many spots does Lance pee in before he feels like he needs to just leave? Chef Mike, at what point do you realize that the foot traffic just ain't coming? Daisy Chain, when do you realize that the idea of being in this musty old crawl space instead of having the wind, the dulcet wind blowing through your hair? Peregrine, when do your itchy
The
fingers want to hit
gentle
the base?
zephyrs caressing.
And of course, in this tense moment, Lies, how many times do you have to repress the need to take a shit? Let's go around and let's see it. Who's got it right
Look,
now?
that burrito needed
think
to
we
be
all got
free.
it.
It was a good burrito, but it needed to be free.
I will see how hard it needs to be free based on this roll. Let's see. What do you got, Chef Mike?
4.
Oh God, Chef Mike, you're just so certain about the fucking viability of this location. There's nothing going wrong here. Lance, what'd you get?
4.
Oh my god.
Lance, you found a prime piss spot, and you feel the more you get your pheromones there, the more the dogs will stay away. You don't need to hit all the areas.
Yeah.
They've got good sniffers. Daisy.
I got 1.
Daisy, you really want to feel the air blowing. You're jittering, you're shaking. You keep coming out of the crawl space to shake your legs out and go vroom vroom by yourself. Peregrine, what do we got?
I got a 1 hit.
Peregrine, you are just itching to kill Team 6, and you keep talking about how you can't bear to tell everybody about how your friends died, and you're just so angry that anybody wants to know, but you're also angry that nobody's asked you again. And Lies.
2 hits.
Lies, you're holding up pretty good. You had to go take a shit once, and you came back up, and you're like,
It was mighty.
you still feel like you need to shit, but you know there's nothing left because it was so mighty. So you're sitting here being like, there's nothing left for me. I know this is all just the nerves
But by the way,
and the extra dairy. What?
I also want to send a quick edited highlights of the Yanni, Sokolov, and agent interaction to our dear friend Steel Skull Jack Hennessy.
When are you going to do that? Are you doing that after?
Straight after I call Sokolov.
You're just going to send it in what, with any message or what?
No,
What's the-
just going to.
encrypted or no?
It's going to be encrypted, but I'll say it's your. I'll just say catchphrase and LL at the signed LL.
All right. And I think with this location and waiting out in these dice rolls,
I hope he can think of bullets. That's what's for dinner.
that is the catchphrase. That's the tattoo he's got
That's
on
gonna
him.
be his, well, delis mostly serve lunch, so. That's what's for lunch.
And can I get one last test? Can I get perception plus intuition from everybody? Lies, it's at a -2. Peregrine and Daisy, it's at a -3. You guys roll it normally.
Even with my iron sky.
Yeah, you're too antsy.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Hey, can I keep the glasses that I got on?
Absolutely.
All right, 4 plus.
I rolled it with a luck point, and I got 3 hits.
All right.
Why?
One hit for dear old Chef.
-2.
What'd you get, Lance?
5 hits.
What'd you What'd you get?
3 hits.
Hits. Okay. And Daisy, what'd you get again?
No hits.
That's a bummer. Okay, so with these perception scores and this survival test, I will say that we're getting close to wrapping. It's 10:52, but I will say that Lance, you're the only one that sees this. That it's after about 4 hours of waiting, which is, it's a long time. Like you've had to piss 4 times in that corner at this point.
I mean, per what? Half hour? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, got it. Excess coolant. You do spot in the distance with like some kind of weird, you don't really know what to make of it. You're not one of these bio-psychic-y types, but you notice some energy coming together, and then what you notice is a giant dog. Let's say it's about on its back, about 12 feet high, like not standing up, and it's approaching the school in a steady, slow manner. The dog is has this wisps of black, almost like steam coming off its back. Its mouth comes way farther back, going deeply into the neck. It has layers and layers of teeth and maybe 30 eyes surrounding its face. It lumbers silently toward the area of the
Good
school.
boy.
It's, I will say, from your vantage point, it's coming from the north side. It's pretty far, half a block away at this point. You have a pretty good idea where the energy collected within, say, quarter of a block radius. But the dog is approaching. Peregrine and Lies, you rolled pretty well, but the dog is, you're in the north side of the building, and it is outside of your sightlines right now. And I think we'll just stop there for this moment. But the encounter is not, as far as you can tell, coming from whirly birds. It's not coming from somebody clearly walking in. It's coming from something big and spooky and maybe that hates babies based on all of the other things we have.
Wish I'd gotten some of those, baby.
Well, we should just give it
No,
the
it
stem
just
cells.
it just hates the will for life.
That's right. All right.
Which
Uh,
starts a concession.
And with that said,
According to this baby bullets, might well be true.
we have set up this encounter. Next session, we are going to have the directly into Kill Team 6 versus Z-team. I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm excited to see if Lance can kill some whirlybirds, if Daisy Chain can use the turret gun that Patrick Warhammer hates that they put in there now that they've realized you're a Shadowrunner. If Peregrine can get some revenge, if Lies can honey trap everybody, and if fucking Chef Mike over here can get some damn foot traffic and maybe make a goddamn dollar for once in the cutthroat culinary industry that's out here. And if not, Chef Mike might need to cut some fucking people.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't have to come to that. I hope things work out for my deli.